Yeah, I told you I wasn't done with it. Hopefully, all of you have had time to beat this game at this point, so no one's getting spoiled anymore. I mean, I've given you ample time. I've taken my time with this one. In fact, I've gone a little too slow on it. Even playing some stuff off stream. Still not finished. Games are getting too big. Or like the really, really good games are getting too big, it feels like. You're playing Diablo 4. I've heard people saying that one's actually pretty good this time. Congrats, Blizzard. You apparently made a decent game for once in your years. I haven't completed it yet since I've been swamped with work. Well, I'm not beating it tonight either. I still have an entire, like, couple regions left to explore. Which I'll be doing some of tonight. You have another 190 hours of Valhalla to complete to understand Assassin's Creed. There's really that much DLC. From my understanding of it, they didn't really continue much of the storyline of that, Loki guy, did they, in the DLC? I don't know, I don't care. It doesn't matter to me. When have I ever cared about, what goes on in the DLC of an Assassin's Creed game? Have I been playing this game longer than Elden Ring? I think I put over 100 hours in Elden Ring, so I don't think so. Where is my Elden Ring time? I'll be here somewhere. Elden Ring was 163 hours, so no, I don't believe I put any, I think I put around 70 hours in this game so far. Bassam story was completed in the first expansion, which is locked behind everything else. I gotcha. Don't care still. If I need to, I'll read the wiki on it. There's more to the plot of this game than go to the 4 areas. That's so far, well, obviously there's the stuff going on in the past with Zelda that you learn through the memories, but so far that's all the plot is there. Like, oh yeah, this Demon King guy. Demon King? Imprisonment war. That seems to be the plot. Look it up on YouTube. I mean, I'll worry about that when the time comes. No reason thinking about Assassin's Creed right now and like ruining my mood. You missed some Jackbox in another server and I'm a part of, but this stream will make up. Yeah, I've never got into the Jackbox games. I don't know, trivia games don't really do anything for me. Ruining your mood is what I do best. No, you usually just come in and post like weird factoids that I just like brush off by you, like, alright, cool, I guess. Because I don't really have any interest in them. It's like, oh, okay. Not that I want to be insulting to you and what you're passionate about. It's just, you'll just come in like we'll be in the middle of like the game and you'll like post it like what? Latest NASCAR driver found to like love flying kites or something. Like, oh, cool. I mean, good for him. Still make the mistake of immediately going to fight Ganon after doing the Gerudo stuff. I'm gonna see what happens. Don't worry. If it gives me like options, I mean, I'm thinking tonight I might like I don't even think I'll get to the Gerudo place tonight. Actually, yeah. There's I haven't even been to Tino Village yet or explored Lake Hylia, so that's coming first. Thought it was Zelda today. If I change my dude, can you not see what Twitch says? What game I'm playing tonight and what music you hear in the background? It says right there in Twitch, Legend of Zelda: Tears of the Kingdom is the game I'm playing. It says System Shock. You might need to refresh because on mine it says Legend of Zelda: Tears of Korok. Is it accurate for you now? Figure out the issue. But I'm not done with System Shock either. I was getting a little frustrated last night, but not enough to like quit the game. I like that game so far, even if it is really old school. But so we'll be playing more of that. But I would like to go ahead and get Zelda wrapped up. Did you just ask someone on the internet to use an observational skills? Unheard of. You know what? I know. People just don't use their eyes anymore. Chat, I want there to eventually be like the next generation of like kids grow up to be like they grow up using nothing but echolocation. Like man, they're like, yo, seeing stuff is cringe, bro. I just make clicks with my tongue and like visualize the environment. You believe these fucking boomers seeing things? That sounds like a bright future. Hmm. But, chat, the world is screwed. I mean, if someone just doesn't read what game I'm playing on Twitch, that is not exactly saying the world is screwed, alright? That was not, you know, Nostradamus didn't predict that as one of the 12 signs. It's like in the year of 2023, popular streaming website will be misunderstood by its... No, I don't think that one made it into the records. Clearly a sign of the end times ahead. Many prove daily that they're screwed. Do we really though? Like I like to make some pessimistic comments and jokes every once in a while, but I don't let that color my entire view of humanity. I don't know, I feel like doomerism has become a little rampant these days, and I try to push back against it because I don't like doomerism. It's just nihilism is what it is. And nihilism is never good or healthy. Speaking of Nostradamus, have you read the latest episode of Chainsaw Man? I think the Star Wars characters from Fire Punch was a successor. Yeah, I noticed that. I don't want to like give it away, you know, talk about it too much in case it's a spoiler if people haven't read it yet. But I was like, it did remind me of that moment. And just like it's like, you know what? Good on you. You threw me for a loop. Evening moves. How y'all be SGDQ ended? So back with my moose. Chat. How do we ever land on mooing and cows is like a theme of ourselves. Because when you read a sentence like that, you just can't help but like cock your head to the side like a cocker spaniel and try to like make sense of it. I'm welcome to your foreskin anytime. Is it comfy there? I hear it's nicely oiled. Hey, come on over to my foreskin, bro. Made a million vague... Hey, the more you make, the more likely some of them will be correct. That's actually the nature of the game. You just gotta make sure you have a long enough beard and you have the right look. At least calling you daddy never caught on. That's because I always push back against that. It's usually just dad, though, for some reason. Even though I'd probably make a terrible father. Can you do you a favor? Can you say I will play Fortnite with you and Kate on the trip, please? No. Why would I... One, if I were going on a trip, I wouldn't be playing any games. You know, going on a trip means you do stuff other than what you do at home, in my opinion. And of all games, Fortnite? Yeah. I don't think so. Not what I would, I'd be want to do. What about you, chat? Would you want to go on a trip and play Fortnite? Alright, let's pack it up, head to Europe, and play Fortnite there. You know, it's a different experience, I hear. Hey, Dart, what's up? How you doing, Silent Spoils? How you doing? Father Dart, what do you require for Father's Day? Well, what are the traditional Father's Day gifts? Like new tie, really nice mug, hubcaps, tool set, maybe? I don't know. Which of these strikes you as something that applies to me? You know what? I'm gonna change it up. I want a very nice hand care systems. You know, really bougie ass like nail file. You know, some nice lotion. Yeah, you know, cuticle trimmer. You know, just something so I can have fancy hands. Why not? Oh, that was a mistake. Shit. There we go. All done. Missed the stuffed crust pizza I had Friday? Well, that just means you need to learn how to make pizza yourself and make your own stuffed crust. Honestly, though, I don't really feel the appeal of stuffed crust that much. It's like, oh, I can now eat the crust and there's more cheese. All right. First, I always put like garlic butter on the crust of my pizzas. That way, if I want to eat it, I get that instead of just more cheese. Vince McMahon is still shit. Understood. 20 lawsuits. Wonderful. Gonna make a wrestler Mansoor claim he was behind 9/11 and got the father of his friend. What? 9/11? Was this guy like Arab or something? How would that have worked? That's tasteless. It took over 20 years for this lawsuit to happen. Mansoor in question was 5 at the time. You know what? Wrestling has had weirder plot lines. Maybe they just wanted to play like he's crazy or something. You know, he's like, you know, he doesn't know reality from truth. I mean, hey, WWF is also the guy who had like they had the Iron Sheik when Desert Storm was going on, so it wouldn't be the first time they played on that. I remember a time they tried to make all of America hate Canada, where they had like the Mountie wrestler who just acts like a dick and would like insult the. It's like, what? Why are you trying to stir up shit with Canada? WWF, man, is like an international just incident waiting to happen, or WWE, what do they call it now? You know, I think the State Department needs to look into them. They're gonna get them in trouble one day. Vince McMahon's daughter was pregnant. Vince straight up went, "What if we do a storyline where I was the father of your child?" It's pretty clear that Vince is like bipolar or some degree, or like autistic or something. I'm not sure, but he's not all there. The guy has always been a bit weird. He definitely loves what he does though, and is like very enthusiastic about it, but just comes up with the weirdest plot lines. You hate that you remember that? What the easy to what the Mountie dude? Like I never really watched wrestling that much. It was always WCW when I did, which I feel like was a much tamer when it came to plot lines. But I do like remember my friends always talking about that kind of stuff and seeing clips of it here and there. Do you know the story about the wrestling event North Korea held in the 90s? I do not. Was it their own brand of wrestling where everyone starved to death and ate grass? Can't imagine there's a lot of big people in North Korea. I need food for that. Hmm. But yeah. Will you play Dynasty Warriors for fun? Dynasty Warriors isn't fun though. Will I play this game that does not interest me at all and does not look very fun and is completely monotonous and tedious for fun? I think that's the wrong question to ask. I'm sure there's diehard Dynasty Warriors fans out there able to defend Dynasty Warrior games as fun. I look at them and I just see like, wow, that looks really tedious. Wading through like armies of identical enemies with like super move after super move. And while people yell at you. They invited a bunch of Japanese and American pro wrestlers to put on a show in the North Korean public. Few of the American wrestlers almost got killed because they talk shit about North Korea did no one warn them? Like, no one pulled them aside like, hey, don't insult the country. They kill people here for that. It is Things Hyrule Warriors. I mean, it's still the same thing. It just got Hyrule characters in it. I mean, there's also one with like Berserk characters, or so you got that too. Who is your favorite WWE or WWF wrestlers? I didn't have many. It was mainly Diamond Dallas Page and WCW. And like I said, I really only watched WCW. I never really like if I had to choose someone from WWF, it'd be Undertaker. That's really like it. Is Undertaker. I can't think of anyone else who would I'd pull. And Undertaker and Mankind, obviously. On a Raw airing from Germany, JBL did the Nazi salute to get heel heat. Let's see. Was fined $100,000 and nearly spent 5 years in prison. Apparently, these people don't check local laws. They were warned, but a few of them forgot that North Korea taps every device on their hotel rooms. It's me, it's DDP. I just liked him because he had, he had a lot of swagger, and I think he had one of the better, like, heel to, like, good guy storyline turns, because it took so long. It's like, you know what? And he had basically a, copy of, Smells Like Teen Spirit as his intro song. That helped. You found African Kung Fu Nazis on Amazon for $4, man. 4 whole bucks, man. It's a pretty nice price for a movie, I guess. He helps fat folks lose, yeah, DDP yoga or something, right? Now that's how you retire with style. Like, you stop, like, destroying your body with wrestling. Like, I'm gonna heal and help others do it too. I've always heard that wrestling is, like, terrible for your body. I mean, they do their best to not actually, like, destroy themselves while they're doing it, but over time, they just get wrecked. Some reason I thought you said you like the Ultimate Warrior. No. I mean, I like some of those, like, interviews he did where he's, like, batshit insane, because I do believe that man was batshit insane. That wasn't an act. He was just really saying what he felt. Ooh, Hulk Hogan. I'm gonna take you to the top of the mountain at WrestleMania, Hulk Hogan. That shit. Like, you know what? This man is not acting at all. It's too good. Wife says she feels his spirit fighting ghosts in their house to protect it. His wife says his wife is just as crazy too, huh? You know what? I'm glad they found love. I still need to do that wrestling game event I plan to do, where I just create a bunch of meme characters and have them fight, the CPUs fight them together in a battle royale. I haven't got around to that. Macho Man did a lot of coke. That sounds like the opening of some kind of, like, song. Macho Man did a lot of coke. Da, 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 da. I don't know why. It just felt like it fits. But man, that guy died for your sins to save the world from an asteroid, so you show respect. Steven Seagal better be a character. He most certainly would be. He would kind of have to be, wouldn't he know? I actually have a list of the characters I'd want to make in, like, the character creator. Pretty long. I don't know if I'd make all of them, but I'd try to make as many of them as possible. Wonder how long it would take, actually. But yeah, Steven Seagal's. I mean, you can probably guess some of them, the people who'd be on it. A few of the promos Macho Man did, he was so intense because he was on cocaine. Oh, so many wrestlers, especially during the 90s and I guess the 80s, were, like, roided the fuck up and probably on, cocaine and heroin too. Maybe they've cracked down on that since then, but yeah, they were juiced out the freaking gills, man. I'm surprised there weren't more overdose deaths. Mostly steroids? Well, yeah, it's not exactly a true sport, so they didn't have competitive standards. I think they actually do test them now, don't they? Because they got shit for it. Mostly heart attacks? Yeah, a lot of them die of that. Well, yeah, well, then you have, tragic tale of Chris Benoit roid raging out on his family. And now, like, I think that's probably the first time his name has been mentioned in a while. He's one of those, like, we don't talk about that guy anymore. Hulk Hogan got Gawker taken out. Yeah, but that was mainly because a very, very, very rich man used him to do so. And Hulk Hogan, yeah, what he's one of those people you could probably call a piece of shit, despite his, eat your vitamins character back in the day. Say your prayers, eat your vitamins, Hulkamaniacs. I mean, Hollywood Hulk Hogan is probably closer to what he really was. WWE's anti-enhancements policies are far more strict now that they're owned by the UFC people. Brock was suspended from WWE for 90 days because he had a UFC fight while on roids. I feel like, MMA has really eclipsed wrestling in recent years. Chris Benoit had brain damage. Yeah, a lot of them, probably most of them do. They all get, like, busted hips and shoulders and backs and brain damage, and there's a reason they're all, like, just shambling corpses once they hit, like, 60. If they even make it that far. Didn't start testing roids until the 1990s, so most sports players before that probably on steroids. Well. They're definitely on, maybe not so much steroids, but there's other performance enhancers besides that. There's other performance enhancers that are about, you know, getting more oxygen into your body. For instance, that's what that what's the name of that guy that like won the Tour de France a couple times in a row by just basically you know, getting blood transfusions, so he had to be able to like have better blood. I forget what that, but yeah, something like that. He was taking something and then taking blood transfusions for like so he wouldn't be noticed. During his retirement speech, Lance Armstrong, that's his name. During his retirement speech, Undertaker was like, "I've had 14 diagnosed concussions, 4 hip replacements, 27 knee surgeries." God, man, that is terrible. I don't think that job is worth it, honestly. I don't think wrestling's worth it if that's what you go through. Because you gotta think of your quality of life later on. Lance Armstrong had a testicle removed, so he was more buoyant. I thought that was because of his cancer. I don't think removing a testicle is going to change much about your riding stance. From all the stories, Andre the Giant, Andre the Giant was like the best of the best, and also he's the only actor, I feel, only wrestler turned actor who ever had a really damn good movie. Yeah, that's right. Fuck you, The Rock. I don't think you're that impressive when it comes to your films. You're nothing compared to like the Andre the Giant's role in the Princess Bride, the movie with heart and soul. Well, what do you got? Fast and Furious, Scorpion King, Black Adam, a bunch of other shit. Rock has charisma, but he can't act. I feel like his charisma is overplayed at this point because it's really just one same thing. I don't know. I can't really blame someone for just using what they got, but I've never really been that crazy about the guy. One, I don't like that he's clearly roided out this fucking ass, but he denies it. I don't. If you're on roids, that's fine, but at least admit it. Don't give people like the misguided belief that you can look like that without taking a couple like $10,000 to $20,000 worth of pharmaceuticals and have a clinician working with you every month, because yeah, that is bullshit, and people will think, yeah, I can get like that. No, you're not. No, you don't. No, humans aren't supposed to look like that. But the fact that he just like, yeah, it's all I'm natty. Like, no, you're not. And if you're willing to lie about that, then you're willing to lie about other shit. Rock is so egotistical that he didn't want his character in Black Adam to become a villain, so they had to rewrite his character. Well, yeah, but I will say this: a lot of actors are egotistical, especially when it comes to how they get portrayed in the movies they're going to be in. A lot of them will have like stuff that they want changed if they're going to be in it or sign the contract. Sometimes for better or worse. Cough, cough, Liver King, yeah. There's a lot of influencers out there that are just all about, like, yeah, I'm totally natty, bro. Says this genetic, just inhuman looking freak. Chad, let me tell you a secret. It's not really even a secret. If you ever just look at someone and you think, wow, how does someone get that big? It is almost certainly every single time that thought has crossed your mind that they are on shit. Because the human body actually tries to down-regulate muscle growth past a certain point. And if you want to actually get past it, you do have to like do that stuff. So anytime you see someone, unless they're just like a 1 in a million genetic freak, they're almost certainly on stuff. It's just like I said, you have natural limits how big you can get before your body will kick in and say like, hey, that's good. Your bone structure doesn't really support anymore. Going to stop you there. And those people, when they reach that limit, they're like, you know what, I'm happy here. Or they're like, you know what, time to take steroids. Hey, Lucky, what's up? How you doing tonight? Ric Flair has a chicken wing restaurant. Is it any good? Did you hear that The Rock falsified box office numbers and tax records in order to get Black Adam a sequel after that's actually getting a sequel? I mean, sounds like he committed a crime if he falsified the old taxes. Then again, Hollywood does weird shit with taxes all the time, from what I understand of it. It's literally called Hollywood accounting. So I wouldn't be surprised. But Dart, it's about drive, it's about power. We stay hungry, we devour, but in the work, put in the hours and take one's hours. Yeah, that's all bullshit. It's about, a couple $1,000s worth of pharmaceuticals. I mean, don't get me wrong, they're working hard. You still can't just like take that stuff and not get, and you'll get big. You have to still work out like crazy. But anyone trying to sell you that kind of lifestyle is all bullshit without admitting that they're on that. They're lying right to your face. Hey, doing good. About like 60% done with redecorating and cleaning. Ah, nice. I want show me pics when you're done.
Wow.
Right now, I'm giving Chad a lesson on how if you see someone who looks like a genetic muscle freak, that person is likely on steroids. We need to like be done with any of these muscle head influencers who are just like, yeah, I'm natty, bro. I hate that shit. Hate it so much. Because once you actually do get into like working out and like trying to be good good to your body, you quickly learn like, yeah, these people aren't natural, and they say they are. Also, a lot of them will just have way too low body fat, and that ain't healthy either. Doesn't even look attractive. Not that it really matters. Yeah, I feel like there you reach a point. It's like, you know what? You're just a little too big. Also, I tried Ric Flair's chicken. And it's fucking gross. How do you fuck up chicken? Honestly, it's like the easiest thing to cook. You put some salt and pepper on it. You put some spices. If you want to bread it, that's fine too. Then you decide, okay, am I gonna like grill this, fry it, or steam it, broil it? Any of it works, and it comes out fine every time. I don't know how you mess up chicken. Hugh Jackman posted on his Insta, he regrew his Wolverine beard and he re-jacked up for Deadpool 3. Kind of made me depressed that he's fucking up his... Yeah, didn't he like go on or, tell like people not to do that recently? Maybe he didn't get jacked up as much. Maybe he's actually natty jacked this time instead of just like on roids. Been addicted to this game, makes me want to buy a second Switch so I have my... I mean, a second Switch so you have your own Switch, I mean, I guess you're borrowing family members? You were wrong, Legion is good. Watch Dogs Legion, I stand by my statements that the game is not good. If you like it though, I'm happy for you. Always keep that in mind. You don't have to agree with me, and I don't have to accept your opinion. No, I kid. Now, if you like it, that's perfectly fine, man. I'm glad you're enjoying yourself. I didn't like that game at all. Keep in mind that you're also playing it probably after it's been patched for about 2 years. So it probably is an actual, legitimately better game since I played it. But even then, I feel it's still not that great. Who can say no to Ryan Reynolds? You got a point. I'm honestly surprised they're doing a Deadpool 3. I mean, it's Disney-o now, right? Hugh Jackman want to play Wolverine one more time? It is going to be hard, I guess, to cast a new Wolverine, isn't it? That people will love as much. I mean, he has just been Wolverine for like the past 20 or more years. It's like trying to find a new Xavier now at this point. He seems like a down-to-earth guy. Yeah, the fact, yeah. His Wolverine's actor definitely seems like a good person, I feel. Who among you doesn't have an unpopular game that everyone's got that game that's shit that they still like? Chronicles of Firefox crashing over. I didn't crash the last 2 nights I streamed. As I understand it, if Disney went, alright, we're doing an X-Men movie, it's coming out next year illegally, they'd have to use Fox actors until 2025. So that's why they've been holding off on this, huh? So for their contracts to expire. Awesome, Sizable. Thank you for that 12 months, man. Full year. Appreciate. I appreciate you. There goes the alert. He was coming back one more time and then one more time afterward, maybe. I don't know. It's gonna be hard to like top old the last time he played Wolverine, right? Look at us now, chat. We're all decked out. Got my goofy little sword with the frilly bit on the end. Yeah, let me go edgy. Let me pull out my scythe sword. There we go. It's completely useless as a weapon, it would look like normally, but you know what? Edgy boy. Even Link has his edgy moments. Fish husbando? Yeah. Fish husbando. Even though he's got a waifu at home. At least your shield doesn't look like an anime weapon anymore. Really, it's literally like glowing light. Also logical. Thank you for the 100 bits, man. Link drip. Like I said, I've been playing it off. So I haven't done any story-related stuff, but I have got some new equipment off since the last time I played it. Mainly, I got this. I just kind of lucked upon that one. It's like, oh, now I can be Midna and had like the huge like drumstick dumpy. Actually, good luck. That's about it. I didn't really do much else though. All the same outfits I already currently had. Link does look edgy. I can make him look edgier. Hear that? This is Rave Link, I think. Oots, 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 oots. Or Link going through his goth phase. You became Ico. You know what? You got a point. It's not bad drip, though. Not bad drip. There we go. Now he's a pirate. And there's hologram performance at this rave. True. If only we had, like, weapons that were glow sticks. You know, I've got this outfit from that freak, and I've never worn it because I don't want to lose money. And I think I'll continue to, you know, not wearing it. That'll do. Here's hoping for some dummy thick glow stick. Dummy thick glow stick? No, but I think I can just make like lightning rods. How do you feel about D&D? I've never played D&D. So I don't really have... I mean, I'm fine with it. I don't have any problem with it. It seems like it's probably pretty fun if you have the right group of people to play it with. I mean, everyone always talks it as like a great experience, but I've never personally played it. What is that? Oh, that's a great fairy one. You played during pandemic with my theater friends. I'm envious. That's probably like the best group of people to play D&D with like theater people. Because you know they're gonna roleplay the shit out of that. Alright, so, chat. We still have these two big regions over here. I don't think I'll be getting that tonight because I still haven't really explored much of like Lake Hylia here or this Necluda region here. There's like a town over here I haven't gone to. And there's a little bit of in here, but not a lot. But so we'll be doing like Lake Hylia stuff, going over here, see what we find. And then maybe if we got time, I'd also like to go do the Yiga quest line that's underground. Though I think I need to go to the Gerudo region anyways for that. I'm also thinking of fighting and killing like the... Where's that Colosseum? That over here, there's like the dragon. Think of going there and killing that thing. I think I can do it now. Oh yeah, I should probably record. Isn't this this was that field that had all the like destroy robots in it before, right? In Breath of the Wild. What up, man? What's up, musical? How you doing?
Oh.
Give me my DLC steed. All full 20 minutes will be dedicated to Mortal Kombat 1 at Summer Games Fest. Really, that important, is it?
Ah. Oh. Ah. Ah.
I'll tell you some big footprints, the likes of which nobody's ever seen. I swear I never stopped seeing. Horse needs armor. Are you willing to pay for that? Where Zelda awakened her sealing powers in Breath of the Wild after Link got his ass kicked by the Guardian Horde. Yep. I was trying to remember where that was, and then I just like looked upon this area and I was like, yeah, this seems familiar. Alright, so I have not yet been... I remember Hatino Village being a place I spent a lot of time in the Breath of the Wild, but I have not been back there in this game yet, so that's where we're headed tonight. So, Zelda just died this horse golden, right? Like, oh, it's my golden horse, Link. You died it. I asked you this earlier, but what would you personally want to see from the next Zelda game besides a new map? I personally want to see them go back to the ship exploring island idea. I mean, you could add that into what they got now. So you could do that, I suppose. You could have, like, ship exploration, you know, as a proper thing on top of... So, I mean, you already have, like, sky islands in the underground. Why not add the seas into it, I guess, next? But, I personally think... I have a suspicion they'll go back to, like, doing, like, the other world stuff where you travel between worlds. So you're like, yo, go to, like, the gloom, I don't know, whatever realm it is. Didn't you see a big light over there? Walk into the light. It's gone now, though. Okay, was it just like... Be honest, you just want them to return to the Twilight Realm so you can see Drumstick. Well, she's not a Dewinde anymore. She, like, got turned back into, like, a harem princess. Remember? So, I mean... Also, isn't that now technically not all the previous Zelda games, and this is like a new... Like, all that stuff considered legends now, the older games? And this is like the new, like, you know, rebooted timeline? Actually, I'd love to see them play with the Triforce structure they have. It'd be interesting to see the heroic side of power, cowardly side of courage, and the foolish... You know what, how about we get a Link who, like, starts out in the Gerudo area? So he's like... You know, maybe not just like, you know, man, I don't know. Would that even work? Maybe. Maybe do a bit more with Ganon besides just making him always like, yo, the Demon King. But then again, that might be cliche. Like, we have the new evil that requires the team up. It's always kind of like bad. To be honest, though, I would not be surprised if the next Zelda game returns multiplayer to it. It's been a while since the Four Swords, you know. So what about if they started thinking, what if we did like a Breath of the Wild style game, but we added like Four Swords multiplayer to it? I don't know if these phrenic bows are any good, and I don't think there's anything I want to trade for it. But this is almost broken, so sure. Did people play Four Swords? Yeah, it was enormously popular. What are you talking about? It's a Zelda game. Name me one Zelda game that wasn't on the Philips CDI that didn't get played a lot. There's a mod, yeah, a mod, which you never know when Nintendo's gonna come down on. Eightfold blade halberd. Looks like shit. I guess I get to pick it up anyways. Zelda 2 is the worst. That is not true, actually. It gets a bad rep for really no reason. I've played it. It's actually pretty good. It's trying to be different, and you know what? It succeeded. Foundation of Ocarina of Time. I'm not sure if it'd be that, but it was definitely, like... It has its distractors because it's not exactly like the first one, but you know what? I think it was actually a pretty good game. I mean, it literally is the game where, like, some, like, mature lady invites Link into her house. Think about that. Alright, is that all that was in here? It's usually all you come into the caves for is, like, you know, here's another, like, bubble freak. Legend of Zelda never did anything for you, did it? I can hear the hisses of, like, all the fans, like, really? Dare him. I love the Zelda games that have nothing to do with Zelda herself, like Link's Awakening, Majora, so I'd like to see them do something like that. Well, technically, Zelda was briefly in Majora's Mask. She gives you the ocarina when, you know, in a flashback. I mean, they can't just change the name. It's got brand recognition. Zelda 2 gets a bad rep because it was a really experimental title that tried to be a bit more straightforward than the original. Didn't really nail the style until Link to the Past. Zelda 2 took a lot of inspirations for RPGs like Final Fantasy that were... Well, yeah, it does, like, do a lot of different... I acknowledge it did a lot of different things, but I don't think it's a bad game. And I actually appreciated that they just didn't, like, make more of the first game. That was such a huge success. As before returning back to the game... Well, you say returning back to it, it's just me streaming it. I haven't stopped playing it. I've been playing some of it off stream here and there, you know. Okay. No reason to go over there. Not really. Come on, horse. I haven't really been riding horses much in the game. I usually stay on foot because I really don't like how horses handle. They're really stubborn animals. And you said you haven't done the story, you mean like the main story? Yeah, I've only been doing like stuff like finding Koroks, shrines, and doing caves. So nothing that real requires plot advancement. That I save for streams. You know, if anything down here is interesting. Drop bear. I knew there'd be a Korok here somewhere. Hey, you. Bird. Alright, onward. We gotta go around the cliffs of Quincy. I It's unusual to see one of those up and walking around. Usually, they're always asleep. You fucking dare. Persona 5, your all-time favorite game? You mean the game I've never played? Yes. Can't really fight the Hinox until the red thing ends.
When the glow of the
Just wonders why it's so many points to sin it, because it's something I've been asked to sim many times, and it would be a lot of work. It's a very long game, and what's more, Atlas would almost certainly you'll claim the video. So I'd be doing a lot of work for free. They're one of those old school Japanese companies like, oh, I see that's a nice video you got there. It'd be a shame if, you know, you got to make money off it. Didn't these things used to be really tough in Breath of the Wild? I seem to recall them being a bigger threat. Maybe it's only like the first couple times you fight them there. The guy who's been doing sim videos for Persona 5. It's already like 4 or 5 parts, and he's still about halfway through the game. Yeah, that's not what it's one of the reasons I'm glad I'm not the one doing it. And they've probably all been claimed by Atlas too, so I feel bad for him. You know what? I'll keep my bows. Who's doing them? Is it like a regular Sin channel or just someone who wanted to make their own? Master Sword doesn't break, it runs out of energy, so you have to wait for it to recharge. You want to use it again. So it technically just becomes like, can't use it for a set period of time. Excuse me, sirs. I need to get through your little blockade here. Oh, fuck. What is this? All that. Dedicate this monument to the memory of the souls lost to the calamity. Oh, that's sweet of you. Of course, you blocked the door. This would be a house I could peek into. Give me your apples. It's a way smaller YouTuber doing everything wrong with P5. Dude has a little short of 200 subs. Oh, okay. Well, I wish him luck then. I guess he's probably someone who's wanted me to send it for so long and it's no one's done. He's like, fine, I'll do it myself. There's a journal here with entry signed Caleb. Do you want to read it? Sure. They're calling it the upheaval, apt name for it, I'd say. Strange ruins fell from the sky onto the plains west of here, and there are reports of spindly mechanical monsters. This sort of thing is happening all over Hyrule, apparently. I'm fortunate that neither I nor my home were harmed, but such an event it shouldn't have caused major damage elsewhere. More outlandish rumors suggest that Hyrule Castle has risen from the sky. Rather difficult to credit that one. What could have caused all this? I can feel the desire to find the truth welling up within me. I've received a visitor. He was a researcher from some outfit calling themselves the Zonai Survey Team. He claimed to be merely passing through the area, but clearly he had come to draw on my expertise. According to his story, large ruins have fallen on Kakariko Village northwest of his house. People are calling them the Ring Ruins. Great many inquisitive types like me are gathering in Kakariko Village to investigate them. See little choice but to join them. Without my intellect, they're bound to leap to all the wrong conclusions. The man history will remember as the genius Dr. Calip shall solve this mystery faster than I can clean my glasses. My preparations are complete. It's time for me to depart to Kakariko Village. I foresee a day not long off when all the members of this survey team address me with respect and by the proper title. I will not return to this house until I am known by all as a doctor, nay, as a genius. This area has long been plagued by monsters, so I will leave this house in good order as a place of refuge. You travelers who might read what I have pinned here, rest well. You are of course welcome to use any of the things I have left behind. Kakariko? Am I calling it wrong? Kakariko. Dude's not even making any money off it, as you need at least one. Oh yeah, you're right. I mean, like I said, it's sometimes you got a passion project. Respectful. But I'm guessing he also has a regular job that he makes money off. What's the difference between finding note storytelling and finding audio log storytelling? Because they're pretty much, well, they are the same. They're just like a way of putting extra, plot in there without hiring voice actors. There, that's the difference. One requires a voice actor, one doesn't. Hyrule's very own Airbnb. Yeah, I mean, I do have my iPad. I could maybe leave a review. Do it. Unfortunately, Link doesn't have that app installed. What are you upset over, horse? Alright, fine. Alright, I know what you're here. Here. Go on, eat. Good now? No breakfast? No breakfast? Unnatural. You know, there, Chad, I've mentioned before that my family, like my grandfather, my mom's, one side, basically owned horses in a small farm for them, and then sold it all off toward the end of his life. Could have been a horse rancher, Chad. Could have been me. Could have been a man of the fields. I don't know what that'd be, actually. You know what? Horses seem like a lot of work now that I think about it. Oh, my friend and I got separated. Of course you did. How do the Koroks ever get anywhere when they're constantly just, like, crippled? Friend is sending up a smoke signal. I can't wait to catch up. So tired, though. I can't move. What do you think the Koroks actually pack with them in these packs? Alright, we need to get across. The shiny horse? Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's Zelda's horse, but I'm pretty sure she died that shit. Ooh, horse. Beamed it in the head. Did you know that horse eat baby chicks? Yes, a lot of animals that are omnivores will take the opportunity to eat meat. It's not just horses. stay here. I gotta kill some things. Herbivores? Did I say omnivores? Yeah, herbivores. You ever think you're just interrupting a really good party? I get that feeling right now. You know what? Gloom sword. You fucking lizard. Oh, the sword, bro. Oh, okay. The handle outlasted the blade. Alright. Some of these enemies are a little too tanky for the weapon degradation in this game. I've run into enemies that a single, like, fully healthy weapon will be used up killing it. Whereas Zelda, about 1,000 years in the past. But actually, she's also a dragon flying around right now. Don't worry, she's still, very breathtaking. I don't know. Fans probably love her regardless. You know, well, I do have the Master Sword, so yeah. You know what would make your weapons last longer if you take some motherfucking scissors? A little bit, yeah. Does make them last a tiny bit longer. But it just also means you used up 2 weapons in the process. Oh yeah, I almost forgot I was like getting a Korok to its friend. Is that a samurai sword? It is indeed. It's used by the I mean, there are ninjas in this game, you know. I mean, Ganon straight up uses a katana. Or at least Phantom Ganons do. I feel like there should be a game called Tale of Link, but why? Why would they change up their... I mean, Legend of Zelda is a pretty good title, all things considered. Just because Zelda's the one in the title doesn't mean, you gotta play it, sure. Fine. Fine, chat. If you're gonna make that joke, you're also gonna be making that joke, oh, Final Fantasy, huh? How come there's like 15 of them? You don't want to be goddamn making that joke, do you? Look, chat, there's no weaker video game slam than like making fun of the title, unless it really deserves it. Alright, what do we got? Okay, that's just more mountains. Get back to the horse. The horse? The horse? Well, them too. How many arrows you got? Okay, I'm good. My bomb arrows I'm almost out of. Original Street Fighter was called Fighting Street. What? You know. I like that they're like, you know what? We just reverse this. It'll be better. But, I don't know if I'll be able to... I was actually taking a look at the supposed story mode for Street Fighter 6. I don't know if that's... Is there really enough there to even send? I don't know. I'm questioning if there is. What are you running off to, lady? You know, Hyrule has yet to invent the idea of umbrellas, hasn't it? My, we meet again. How goes your journey? Wonderfully, I hope. This is normally where I'd give you a chance to respond, but I'd like to talk about me instead. Once I was a woman without ambition, sure, I had my twin loves of fashion and travel. I didn't have drive. But CC's designs spoke to me. They said, Mishi, take these fascinations and turn them into action. Now I'm a changed woman chasing the treasures of another inspired fashionista, the great bandit Misko. And as I research for Misko's collection, I intend to spread the joy of fashion everywhere I go, such is my passion. Yeah. I wasn't the only one thinking, yeah, she's gonna be like a, you know, a Yiga clan ninja. Better toss some bananas at her feet first. Oh, I see our old friend over here. Do you get anything special if you help this guy hold up every sign? You have to, right? There has to be a really good reward, because he's on the same level as Koroks now, I feel. What are we working with? I can do that. Simple fix, really. Koroks or this guy? I'll maybe choose between the things I love. This guy who's completely incompetent at putting up signs, or like little Koroks who give you their shit as a reward. They're equally wonderful. Does that have to hold it up? No, it might fall from this other side. You get paraglider cloth. That's it. That is a shitty reward, I gotta tell you. I've gotten that a couple times for other things, and it never feels good. Alright, that should hold it up. Dropping a banana near disguise Yiga members while we're action. Yep, they will like have text like a gut must resist the banana. This helmet allows me to turn Link into a ginger, by the way. I call that an improvement. Oh god, those are disgusting looking. I don't care if you like rice balls, you don't add mushrooms to them. Team Ginger, let's go. You gotta grow the ranks. Link is now greatest ginger hero of all time. I can't believe I've waited this long to come to this place, because it's one of the bigger villages in the game. What about Aloy? I'm not the biggest fan of Aloy. Gotta say, yeah, she's a little Mary Sue-ish. Last game didn't do her any favors. Where am I? Okay, we're at the ruins of someplace. You know, I do feel like the next Zelda game should definitely do more with like human, or settlements where people live, because you get very few in this and Breath of the Wild. And they're pretty sparse. I like to see what they can do with applying this level of, oh fuck. Ah, fuck me. Horse, get out of here. I should put in my gloom stuff, because I'm gonna need it. paper hands. This has turned into a first-person shooter. Fuck you, don't come back. I don't got time for this. I'm gonna use up all my bombs. Fuck it. Oh, fuck. I just realized I'm almost... Oh, well, never mind. We got what we needed. I'm good. I'm living. Oh, the master sword available, right? Yeah. Demon King bow. Pretty good stuff, you know, not a bad reward. Hate whenever you call a character Mary Sue, someone will say every protagonist is a Mary Sue. That's just because, well, keep in mind there are people who throw around the Mary Sue terminology incorrectly these days, and they'll just associate any character they don't like and call it a Mary Sue, which is not true. There's plenty of bad characters that are also not Mary Sues. Mary Sue is a particular type of bad character. So yeah, a lot of people will throw around like literary criticism terms without really knowing how to use them. Mostly coomers and misogynists? Okay. Where you landed on those two particular categories? What do coomers have to do with this? What did coomers ever do to anyone? I just threw one of those away. Stop giving me these Phrenic bows. I need to go get my bow inventory updated. Who misuses it, my guy? People who don't know how to structure their arguments. It doesn't necessarily any group. It's just anyone who wants to criticize something they don't like and use the strongest terms they know how to use. People can identify what is a strong criticism, so they'll try to apply it even inaccurately. Everyone knows Mary Sues are bad, no one likes them, so they're like, oh, well, I'll just call this a Mary Sue then. I mean, I'm probably guilty of using it wrong incorrectly too. Technically, a Mary Sue is when the author puts themselves as the main character in their own story and then makes themselves flawless and, you know, lovable, but loved and respected by all. That's a traditional definition of Mary Sue. I just assume it's maybe grown a little bit, and it's usually like it doesn't necessarily need to be the author anymore, but it can be like any stand-in for their own best version of themselves or their beliefs. Or beliefs on like what would be great for us. Sure would be great if this character was, you know, existed to help society along, wouldn't it? And that kind of shit. So I've kind of expanded it a little bit, in my own opinion. Yeah, I know when the term Mary Sue was first created. It's actually been around for quite a while. You're lucky, you're gonna live. You know what would help this game out a little bit, chat? Having a wider field of view. Especially when you're on a horse. I think that's one of the reasons I don't like riding the horse too much, is like you have to like really turn the camera a lot to see where you're going. Did you finish System Shock? No, but I will be. I'm not done with it. I'm juggling like 3 games right now. Give me time. Oh yeah, I forgot. The horse will auto travel along a road if you just hold the R trigger. Eek, he's talking to me. So, is there anything special bringing you to Hatino Village at this hour? We have the veggies, CC's fashion, and just those 2 things, really. So, you know, not much point attacking our homes or anything. Bitch, do you not see my glow? Literally. Yeah, tell me you think I'm evil. He's actually pretty handsome now that I get a good look. This is this woman's taste, by the way. Guy wearing stone mask that covers most of his face. Handsome. Ray Chase, Noctis of FF15, your manager guy from Yakuza 7 with the cookie business. The Cyclops and X-Men 97 cartoon, huh? I mean, not a bad choice. He's a good actor. I have a good idea. You should take this and not ask any questions. What? Pardon? In these troubling times, can I... They just do the meme? Can I offer you an egg? Swept me off my feet so fast that I gave you one of my... Wait, you just like got a crush on me and gave me an egg? You just kept that in your pocket? No more though, just forget what happened here today. How could I ever forget? Your heart is like a cuckoo's egg. Easily given, but easy to break. Please find it in your heart to forget what happened here. How could I ever forget? Oh, gotta forget. Thank you for the bits, by the way. I was wondering if there was some way I could romanticize eggs. But in the end, eggs are something you cook and eat for breakfast, and that's it. Say a cuckoo's memory lasts for 3 steps. If you promise to forget this whole thing, I'll forget it too. Are you alright? Take it easy, Strain. Take it easy, lady. I'm worried about her. Term Mary Sue has been around for decades and was coined by Paula Smith. Yeah, the Wikipedia entry is up there, actually right up there. Star Trek gave us so much.
Oh.
You're right there. Hang on just a sec.
Oh.
I was sure you were Mayor Reed coming in to talk for a bit. All this fashion business bring you to town too. Poor folks came to Hatino Village for the veggies, but now they show up for the gaudy get-up Cece makes. So which are you after? The drip. Makes sense. I guess she is a world-famous designer or whatever. Go up to the slope further into the village. Cece's shop is the tacky one on the left as you enter the gates.
Oh.
Oh, even my wife Nikki is gaga about her stuff. See that hat I'm wearing? Nikki is the one who insisted I keep it on. Give me a light, tough straw hat when it comes to working the fields any day. Oh, but don't let the wife hear I said so. She thinks it looks good on me. Anyway, what you see here is me trying to come up with a new type of veggie. I haven't had much. You can just that takes a long time, you know. Still, if I quit so soon, I'll be a poor excuse for a farmer, wouldn't I know? I'm lurking in and out, working on my living room. Yeah, you're redecorating. Hey, mister, are you what they call a traveler? Your weapon is really neat. Every wonder has amazing gear, it's true. Exactly. I love swords and bows and arrows and all that stuff. Want to be my friend, mister? We're spies for Azum. He's a hero who protects our village. I'm spy number 1 and my little sister Nara is spy number 2. Maybe that farmer designs GMO. That makes you spy number 3, mister. How goes the game? Well, pretty well so far. I got complaints here and there, but none that really kill the experience. Love that this whole series started from a man's explorations as a young boy into the childhood home. It's just so wholesome to me. I love the fact that every Zelda game still feels like something that sprung forth from the imagination of a child who thinks he's going on adventures. When you actually look at the plots of the game, they all kind of like just feel like this feels like some like kid like dreamed it up and like played in his backyard. Like you have like what is it? Like take Ocarina of Time. It's a story about starts as a little kid, meeting the princess, and then he dreams that he grows up into an adult instantly and then saves the world. That's totally a little kid thing. Then Majora's Mask, the moon's falling, puts on masks, do crazy shit. Twilight Princess turns into a fucking wolf. Goes to the dark world. It's also little kid stuff. So they all kind of retain that film. Like, what would a little kid think is a great plot line? Okay, no one's gonna do anything in this town while it's, apparently nighttime. Did I play Breath of the Wild? I did. I did play it. I didn't stream it because I was still working a regular job back then, so I didn't have time. Farmers have been lavishing these veggies with great care. You probably shouldn't just take one. Any other game would you be able to pop these right out of the ground and eat them? Nintendo expects you to have standards when you play their games. Also, because a man would express his feeling of exploring the woods, and then you get Pikmin, where the same man wanted to express his love of gardening. No matter the weather or the time of day, I'm always here, checking out the scene. That's me, good old Manny. What's the matter? You can tell me, weirdly handsome dude. You look like you've been places. Sure, things are peaceful in the old village, but it's a jungle out there in the world. That's why I stick around here, checking out the scene, making sure no strangers put the moves on Miss Ivy. Wait, I mean, that's why I make sure no strangers come in from outside and disturb the peace. We got the Miss. Always add the Miss. Miss Ivy is the poster girl of the East Wind General Store. No problem if you want to talk to Miss Ivy. Just keep that naive, I just moved here and want somebody to show me around act to a minimum. Not that anybody could be as young, guyish, or fashionist as me. By the way, quick question for you, big guy. What kind of present do you think would make Miss Ivy at East Wind happy? Not asking for me, you understand? A friend of a friend wanted advice, and I'm having a tough time with the answer. Obviously, I can't just go ask her directly. Let me know if you think of something. Nintendo, when they hear you use other means to play their games and haven't sold in 20 years. Send in the Pinkertons. Well, yeah, they are very protective. I mean, they have to be. Well, they got nothing else but their video game licenses and stuff. How else are they going to make money? First off, buy all the arrows.
Yeah.
Scythe, what's up, man? Then CC said the shop in the place across the way, Atino has made a name for itself with fresh fashion. I just want to buy arrows. Want a self-sufficient a little bit? Yeah, okay. Whoa. Arrows.
Oh. Oh. Ha. Oh. Oh.
What's that hat?
Oh.
Is there a game that you like that is considered bad? Some, David Cage games that most people don't like. They're gonna like guilty pleasures. I'm sure there's others though. I did like when I was a child. I played the hell out of that really terrible Total Recall game to the point where the cartridge stopped working, and that's considered one of the worst games of all time. CC Fever.
Oh. Oh.
Swift carrots, Chilean rice. You know, we'll buy some rice.
Ah. Oh.
Eggs, milk. Is it some goat butter?
Oh. Ha.
Wish Nintendo would actually use some of those exclusives. Can you think of the games one of Switch besides the big four and Splatoon? You mean like them making new games? I mean, they do help get a lot of indie games on their system. But yeah, you can only make so many games anymore because their games are bigger budgets than ever, even with Nintendo. So even they had to like pick and choose which ones they're going to do. But, you know what? Really, it's just like what? What are the ones that people keep clamoring for? They don't give them? What, Captain Falcon, or F-Zero I think it's called, right? And Star Fox? Those are the two that they don't really seem to be interested in making anymore. They're bigger franchises. As I've said multiple times now, I can't admit 3 customers at present. What do you mean? We took the trouble to come here and now you're saying we can't get in? But I wanted to see CC's new stuff. Not even new. Every day a mega famous fashion designer debuts new material. Yeah, everything I heard said this was some of CC's best work. I'm so sorry, but we only have 1 entry ticket remaining. 1 ticket? So you're saying 1 person could go in? Hey, come on now. You can't let just one of us get a head start. Better develop Pokemon game. Keep in mind, Pokemon is technically not owned by Nintendo. It's owned by the Pokemon company. They just have like Nintendo just owns stock in the company and has deals with them. No, that's just a joke. Oh well, maybe if we come back later, we'll have room for all of us. Not like this is the only clothing place in the village. What do you say we go kill some time at the dye shop? Oh, we could check out the pasture. Speaking of which, I've heard that a little ways up the road from the pasture is a laboratory specializing in ancient stuff. We got all dolled up, we may as well hit the town and see it all. Wish they'd port more stuff because we get all mad when you use EMA but offer no way to play those games. True. True, I agree. What you're saying is Pokemon Company can break off and make games. No, they cannot. Like I said, Nintendo owns, I believe, a pretty good share of their company. And they have licensing and exclusive new agreements for who knows how long. Possibly forever. Even though it technically isn't owned by Nintendo, it might as well be. Oh my, I'm sorry to keep you waiting. Are you also a tourist who's come to see my sister? I mean, the new line of CC products? As long as it's just you, you're free to go into the shop. CC herself is in there right now, in fact. Nothing you'll see is for sale. It's only an exhibition right now. Sorry to disappoint. Someone should introduce this lady to that mushroom outfit you can wear in Elden Ring. That seems to be the only... Wait, other clothes in there. I don't recognize that. That definitely looks like something I can wear too. They founded the Pokemon Company to especially manage the Pokemon brand with Game Freak. Pokemon may actually be the closest thing to a second-party franchise we have. Yeah, pretty much. Another practically perfect masterpiece. It's an exemplar of the form from every angle. This is the sort of thing on which I've built my name and reputation as the world-renowned CC. Oh, pardon me, are you an admirer here to meet the incomparable Cece? I must say, you don't seem to show any sort of interest in fashion. Bitch, do you see what I'm wearing? Welcome to Ventus Clothing, the only boutique in the world which carries the Cece brand. And if you weren't aware, you stand before the very woman who changed this fusty old village into the birthplace of Novo fashion. As proof, I present to you this. The Cece hat, the newest and most magnificent work by yours truly, Cece. Would you wear that, Chad? You see that luxurious curve? You note, would you call it the pinnacle of perfection? This piece is so special that I dare not assign a price to it. It's not for sale. Shall only part with it when I find something truly worthy of owning it. Only the most impressive fashionista in Hyrule's trendiest village is worthy of such a crown. What's all this about Hyrule's trendiest village? I don't remember approving any new slogans for Atino. Oh, look who's here. What can I do for you, oh esteemed Mayor Reed? Didn't know the pinnacle of perfection involved a bottle Red Bull cut. You know what? Those weird haircuts are coming back into style. We've already talked about mullets being popular again. For a second there, I was like, hey, Jesus. He does look like Elf Jesus to me. I'm really sorry. I tried to stop him from coming in like you asked, but he wouldn't take no for an answer. Cece, you have got to quit littering the village with your weird art pieces. Maybe you don't realize, but plants need their sleep too. Those eyesores are so bright at night that they're keeping the veg— Okay, you're bullshitting like crazy. These clothes are keeping the corn from growing. What? It's a real problem for the crops. Atino's foundation is the produce. What are you going to do if it fails? Now, dear, there's no need to get so worked up. I think some of the people here actually like her art, you know? Wouldn't it be better to hear her out? Only people who can rock a bowl cut are the women that look like Edna Mode. Lol. I'm sure there's some people who can pull it off more than just her. Don't fall for her line of twaddle. She's got everyone in Atino wrapped around her finger already. My duty is to look after the village, and that's what I mean to do. Looking after the village, you say? How do you suppose you have to think the Hatino rejuvenation? It didn't need rejuvenating. Hatino village is a peaceful place where folks live quiet lives, and that's the way they like it. Do they? Then let us have the matter of the people decide. Let's leave the matter. My avant-garde approach versus this mayor's quaint bygone ways. Citizens will decide which outlook will drive the future of the village. By holding a mayoral election. You're calling for a mayoral election? Sure, suits me. Wait, you do have democracy in this world? I thought it was like a monarchy. Suits me. I'll win that pretty easy. Sophie, I delegate management to the mayoral election to you. What? Come on, Clavy. I don't feel like sticking around here any longer. It's time we headed back home. The South rose up in you right there? What? When? How? I was doing a voice where I just tried to say Meryl. Meryl. And you'll Metal Gear Solid style. Oh, you again. I've got a long to-do list in preparation for the mayoral election. The sooner I get started, the better. Mayoral? Mayoral. This is one of those hard words for my mouth to say. The answer should go without saying, but are you, of course? But are you of, you know, I'm a CC voter. I don't live here, though, so I don't think I can vote. But of course. That settles that, I trust. Plain for all to see that I am a shoo-in for the next mayor. Or as one would think, yet there are stragglers in this village still supporting Reed. They need a mental makeover. And so, I have a fabulous plan to give out mushrooms to Reed supporters. This is buying the vote. Mushrooms are synonymous with the CC brand. Fungal fashion is the CC way. The mushrooms I give them will paint them inside and out with the fresh, vibrant CC brand colors. Although Sophie and I must mind the shop, where will we find someone who can trust to carry out this vital task? And there's the magic words I was waiting for. You're a lifesaver. Now then, you'll be needing these. He gave me shrooms. These mushrooms are for the villagers' Reed supporters. It's easy to recognize them by how unstylish they are. My supporters are all expert fashionistas dressed to the nines in CC. This should go without saying, but don't give one to anyone in Reed's family. There's also no need to give them to children, travelers, or any temporary residents like the Sheikah researchers. That leaves us with, unless I miss my guess, a total of 8 Reed supporters. Your mission is simple. Give a single Hylian shroom to each of these 8 misguided voters. We're gonna get these people lit before the election, aren't we? Well, off you go. Fashionable personnel only. Also, woman, can you fix your posture? Because it ain't looking good. I love democracy. How will you give to me today? I really Kingdom of Hyrule is a monarchy. That doesn't mean they rule the whole land. That is really what a monarchy does. That a monarchy owns the land and just allows people to like work on it as serfs. But to be clear, how the Kingdom of Hyrule actually functions has never really been, laid out or made any sense. She can name your Jeff any day, but it already has a name, Jeff. Maybe they're like Britain, where they have like a constitutional monarchy. Chat, how would you feel like you got a game where Zelda was an old lady and you had young Link that she is inspired by as a queen? You believe the J is silent, it's pronounced Yef. Only in foreign countries. Here in America, we use that J. We don't take kindly to your invisible letters. That we see a letter, we gotta say it. I mean, it is a really stupid concept, by the way, silent letters. Like, who thought of that was a good idea? Like, what if we put, like, letters in this word that don't actually count, man? It'll drive them crazy. Someday, a second store. Erg. Welcome to Kochi Dye Shop. Right, so you're a new customer, I think. Well, I don't do the dyeing around here, but I want my hubby for... you want my hubby for that. All this activity is getting to be a problem. I mean, I'm grateful to CC that our shop has taken off like this, but every day is so exhausting now. And you even got the beakers, huh? Wow, that is a body type. If you were looking to add some color to your wardrobe, you found the right place. You do. Welcome to Kochi Dye Shop, where we live to dye. If you have any dye ingredients, it's 20 rupees a dye an item. That includes our service charge, of course. Get going and dye your get up too. Hoo-wee, that's a lovely paraglider you got there. Nowadays, not only do we dye clothes, we also offer a fabric rework service. Link, we need to cook. Bring me some fabric and I can rework your paraglider with flying colors. You may be the first time customer, but I'm the only person in this entire land that has a paraglider. Very own introductory fabric. Have you dropped by Vintage Clothing at the village entrance yet? CC, the famous designer who runs the place now, cooked up the cutting-edge design on this fabric. Every region has its own unique fabric designs. Keep an eye out for them wherever you go. Think of me if you find some new fabric, will you? And rework your paraglider with it for you to fly in the skies in style. Dyeing clothes to the color of your choice or reworking paragliders with some new cloth. Either way, it'll take just 20 rupees. Ika Hudson Construction. Lucky Clover, Lurlin, Horse God, CC Fabric. Yeah. You know, I'll go with the Sheikah. That dude is so inbred, he hears banjos. Yeah, that's a good one. I like that. I'm gonna use that. Wait, I said the paraglider needed to be dyed, not me. Looking forward to your next visit. Paint the town red. All the main factions of Hyrule, the Zora, Gerudo, Gorons, and the Rito all have their own forms of government that swear allegiance to the royal family of Hyrule. Hell, Ganon is literally the king of the Gerudo Ocarina Time, so... Basically, they're just, like, not really kings at that point. They're just... Because usually kings do not, you know, swear allegiance to a foreign government that way. That'd make them more like, what would be the word baron? I don't know, barons? There's like a term in like monarchies for like the people who like archdukes, maybe? But they just use the king moniker. Thing, usually silent letters were pronounced in the past, but it's lost in a process called elation or deletion. For example, the H in white used to be pronounced in the Rocky Mountains. Old folks still say white. How do you pronounce that actually? White? In old southern accents, English just didn't update the spelling. Sound changes because of the Queen's English. Man literally shoots you out of his building after he dyes your clothes. Yeah, that looks like someone who is in a, you know... This lady doesn't have fashion on. We need to give her a fucking mushroom. Have a mushroom. You gave me an egg, you get a shroom. Brought this from Cece? Well, thank you. There's a lot of ways you can prepare mushrooms. They're tasty on their own, too. I just like them, okay? That's when they're food. When you make them fashion, you lose me. It wasn't so long ago that doing stuff like that was completely unheard of here. Farm families don't know what to make of it either. Can you blame them? Your heart? You alright? Or is it the music? You know, the music is getting to you that strongly? Oh yeah, wasn't I supposed to ask the general store lady questions so Manny would know what to like get her for a gift? Oh, she's not here. Oh, it's you. Oh, another long day drawing in customers. I hope Manny doesn't show up today. Oof, not a good sign, Manny. That guy is always glaring at me. I don't even know why. Oh, are you a tourist? I haven't started my spiel for customers yet. What do you like? Huh? What do I like? Where did that come from? Maybe frogs. Sure, why not? I like frogs. If I had 100 hot-footed frogs, I'd be incredibly happy. You are a high-maintenance lady. Oops, I couldn't think of anything, so I just told him what my dad likes instead. I'm not finding 100 frogs for her. Manny, you want this date? You go find the frogs.
Oh.
Not trying to be rude, buddy, but what were you doing with Miss Ivy from the general store? Sure, I noticed. I've been checking her out for a long... friend tipped me off. I talked to her. You went and asked her what Miss Evie likes right to her face? What's the idea? Oh, gotta play it smooth. Can't let him guess I'm the one dying to know. Alright then, so what is it? What does Miss Ivy want? I can't leave my friend's friend hanging. She wants hot-footed frogs and 100 of them at that. Yeah, that checks out. Miss Ivy's love for animals is just one of the many charming things about her. Okay, so my friend's friend is always saying... that was a close one. I better play it smooth. Still, collecting 100 hot-footed frogs seems like a big job, even for someone you love.
Ah.
But not if I had help. Travel types go into wells and caves all the time, right? It's just the kind of place where you find frogs. You don't even have to go far. Didn't I hear about a bunch of frogs in a well somewhere in this village? Maybe I should go check that out later. What? Didn't say anything. Look, you focus on how helpful it would be if you gathered 10 of those frogs.
Ah.
Hey, buddy, do I hear the faint... Okay, I guess they cut the number down. 10 hot-footed frogs in that pile. There was 100, though. Here, take these frogs. 1, 2, 3. 10 frogs, all accounted for. Allow me to take those off your hands. And as promised, here's your reward. You give me a mushroom. Nice. Guess it's up to me to collect the rest. Now I've been dreaming of a date with my beloved Miss Ivy. That's why I, Manny, will check every well in sight. Uh-oh, no coming back from that one. Fun fact, in Old English and Middle English, white was pronounced whit. So hot, whit. It feels like you gotta spit when you want to say that. Whit. But thank you for the 100 bits.
Oh.
Keeping watch.
Ah. Oh.
Okay, moving on. I got electioneering to do. Makes sense. It sounds a little bit like Gaelic. I do like listening to Old English sometimes. There's YouTube videos of people know how to speak it, showing it off. They let these random facts out for some... Yeah, I mean... You know, it's always a good idea to learn. Don't want to make it sound corny, but hey, I appreciate. Building condemned, do not enter. What do they not want me to know? What are their dark secrets? It was a storage room. What? Election season begins. Okay, you guys both got mushrooms on, so don't need to give you any. Okay, the amount of people I see with mushroom hats on makes me feel like this lady is gonna win in a landslide. You're a traveler, aren't you? I'd like to go traveling myself sometime. But today, I've got my hands full tending the field near the school. Good journey to you, traveler, and good harvest to me, I suppose. Do you have anything to say? Have a mushroom. A gift from CC? Thanks for that. What a fashion moves too fast for us old folks. I'm in favor of any mayor who can make sure the village stays a place where the younger folks are happy to live. No, I need these frogs for like someone's love. Oh, school, okay. Nope, wanted to plan to become a teacher. Want to show children the joy of learning. No experience necessary. What? Inquire at the school for more information. Prospective applicants are welcome to sit in on lesson. I'm the new student teach. Yes, yes, what is it? Oh, it's you, Link. Haven't seen you in... Link, you're back? Imagine, chat, if your teacher was a ninja. That's what this guy is. My apologies for the outburst. Clearly, you're back in town then. But what of Princess Zelda? Princess Zelda is still missing, which is the reason you came back here alone. That makes more sense. Princess Zelda built this school, you see. Cared so much about the children, I'm sure this would be one of her first stops if she had returned. Right now, we're covering history, which was very important to Princess Zelda. We're focusing on Hyrule's history alongside the Calamity. You know, Link, you're welcome to sit in on this lesson. Well, I kind of know all about the Calamity, you know. Morning. Where's it? Oh, that worked! Or I was going to say, where's everybody going? Bingo? I got a Korok instead. You just came back from bingo? Really? You could play bingo? School is an actual quest and no one had like the quest giver icon. Oh, now it does. Today's class will be a history lesson. The story of Hyrule is deeply intertwined with the Calamity. That is no exaggeration or embellishment. Calamity has been visited upon the land of Hyrule several times before. It was sealed away 10,000 years ago by the sacred princess and the hero wielding the sword that seals the... Wait, what? Seals the darkness, okay. Isn't that just a fairy tale? Over time, history and legend sometimes blur together. All this stuff about 10,000 years ago and such, who cares? You got any pictures or proof to back up this so-called 10,000-year-old calamity? No fairy tale, I assure you. These are real historical events. This is a problem. I'll need to show them some kind of depiction of the calamity from 10,000 years ago. Otherwise, the lesson is over before it began. I'm sorry, Link. This isn't how I thought the lesson would go. Wow, you were a bad teacher. My children, the students doubt me. If I had more foresight, I would have borrowed the screen depicting the calamity from Lady Impa's hall. Kakariko Village, where the hall is located, is also in Necluda, but it's too far to the northwest for a casual visit. If only I could show these children a detailed image of the screen depicting the calamity, I think they'd understand. Although I suppose it isn't Lady Impa's hall now, is it more accurate to call it Lady Paya's hall? So this guy's not going to teach for the rest of the day until I give him a photo. When you were a kid, if you doubted the teacher, you got detention, really? Oh, I think we found another person to give a mushroom to. Have a mushroom. What's this? Something from CC? Yeah, pretty obvious from the look of it. You know, people keep talking about this CC brand stuff, but it never really clicked with me. I know the lady works hard, but most of us farmers around here aren't too precious about our clothes. But sure, thanks for the mushroom. It's mighty nice of you. What a weird campaign strategy she has. Just hand out mushrooms to people. Isn't this where you had your house back in Breath of the Wild? Yeah. You could like buy a house, right? I'm guessing that's still here somewhere. Not a very security. Oh, goodness. Still here, but so we have two homes now then. Oh, you're the customer I saw at Vincent Clothing, aren't you? You know, from when they were talking about whether to go through with the mayoral election or not, it's become something of a hassle. They're both so stubborn. Wish they'd clear the air between them and end this silly quarrel once and for all. But that's a moot point now. I have something else on my mind. I had to take care of this before the mayoral election starts.
Ma.
Oh, you don't mind lending me an ear? I don't mince words. It's about my husband, Reed. That man of mine, he shuts himself up in our shed every night. I don't have the faintest what he's up to. I got a few ideas. When I ask, he just says it's a secret and I can't get another peep out of him. I hate the idea of snooping on him, plus I think he'd catch me at it right away. But I get so worried when I think about whether, whatever... Okay, that's a weird combination. I think about whether whatever he's doing will affect his chances in the election. I was fit to burst if I couldn't find someone to talk to about this. Good thing you came along. If you'd like to enter our shed at midday when my husband isn't around to see if you can figure out what he's doing. I'll pay you for your troubles, of course. The only problem I can see is that he keeps the place locked up tight. You'd never fit in through the window, but maybe if you could dig a hole or something, well, you'd figure it out. There's nothing direct. There must be a cave somewhere then. Oh, the well. Well, let me mark that real quick. Yeah, Link gave it to Zelda since you know her castle is kind of fucked after 100 years of a giant flying ghost pig. Well, I mean, maybe she should raise taxes and you'll pay for restoration. Oh, there's a cherry tree up there, and I'll see what that I gotta do. Actually, I need to go explore the castle because I'm pretty sure there's like some really good armor I can get there, right? Like the blue tunic from that you start the game in. Redads, you know, unfortunately they did. I don't think they. I'm pretty sure if Redads were in the game, I would have run into them. I don't know why those wouldn't be in it though. Those are like a classic, really good enemy. That would have been an excellent enemy to actually put inside the underground. Your dad's a libertarian lawyer. You're ready to debate. How many lawyers are libertarian? I'm gonna guess a lot of them, probably. What does that even mean if you're like, you put like you're a libertarian lawyer? Does that mean you don't take cases if you don't think it like matches your politics? Like, I only defend libertarian issues. Oh god, it's one of these. There's two blue tunics. There's the one at the start of the game in Hyrule Castle, and there's one from Breath of the Wild that can be bought in the depths. Oh, so you're from like the big statue guy? Or that you can just throw by pressing up on the D-pad while throwing a weapon so you don't have to waste... I know, but I like shooting arrows. I got plenty of arrows right now anyways. You know what, we'll just swim across. Talking about Jon Stewart over there in chat. Missed that show. I know he's got like a new show, but it doesn't seem nearly as good as his old show. Plus, it's only on Apple TV. I don't have it. I don't really want to get. Alright, Master Sword broke again. Have enough explosives to get through this shit? Hold up, we can actually save instead. Here, we'll have to get rid of our fish boyfriend, but it's cheaper to mine this way. This is a sidetrack the game for me. It's been that way for me too. Oh, I can't actually use them here since it's in a town. Okay, never mind. People, there's monsters under your village. Oh fuck, that hurt. That hurt a lot. I really need to make food soon as well. The Silent Hill minefight. Good old Centralia. I wonder if you're actually allowed to visit that place. I think you are, aren't you? That'd be an awesome road trip stop. Or I imagine it would be. It's probably actually kind of boring now that I think about it. Oh yeah, just like a dead town. Not much to do here but drive through it and say you've been here. Come on. They said the road was totally covered with dirt. Yeah, they don't repave it anymore. I think there's still like a handful of like elderly people that live there, and that's about it. Everyone else got, took the offer to be moved out of it. And that 5 people held out. They're probably, most of those are probably dead by now at this point. It has been a while. Still, hey, they use that for the Silent Hill movie, Like, you know what? What if we take this, like, Pennsylvania coal town, and we move it to West Virginia, where people will believe that kind of fucked up stuff can happen? I'm just going through weapons right now. Alright, we need to actually do some weaponizing real quick. Eightfold blade, what shall you turn into? Good night, everyone. Have to have fun, stay safe, drink your water, and be good to yourselves. Jim, have a great night, and I guess you got work early tomorrow. Have an easy time, please. Let's see. This maybe. There, that looks like a weapon. As of 2021, 4 people live in Central. So, well, you know what? Maybe breathing in, like, coal fumes is actually good for you, keep you alive long. Do your thing, you gross freaking worm. Activated charcoal will lighten your teeth. Nah. I mean, would you even have like amenities if you lived in Centralia, like water? Because I imagine they don't run lines out there anymore. Or do you just hit like homestead at that point? All this to break into this guy's house. I need a good idea. Alright, the hammer is probably the best option for breaking through rock then. Let me know your thoughts on the ending. Okay, talk to someone else. Oh. That was all. I didn't really need to do that. Could have just done it from here. Anyone in here? Alright, let's find out his dirty secret. This is basically Watergate right now. We're like working for the CC campaign and we just snuck into the mayor's like secret room to like read his journal. Notes toward a new variety of pumpkin. Firmly believe that Atino Village's charm is in the delicious vegetables and milk from our farms. There's no denying that these things just aren't resonating with the youth nowadays. The kids just don't like milk and pumpkins. Damn Zoomers, what do they like? I've got no business being mayor, and I can't fix that. So I got together with Knack, the best farmer on these parts, and we came up with a new type of pumpkin. The color, shape, and appearance are based on the CC brand aesthetic, which is popular with the young folk. We've had a snag though, it might be a bit before we can achieve our goal of shipping the pumpkins out. Silent Hill 2 almost technically an isekai. He's a loser transported to another fantasy world where he finds multiple waifus, and in some endings, somewhat learns from his experience. Well, it's a somewhat incorrect interpretation because, one, he doesn't really get transported there as he is, like, drawn there by the evil of the town that wants to torment and, like, fuck with him. And it fucks with him by making him watch someone that looks just like his wife die over and over again while he can't do anything to stop it. And it's actually a very, very depressing, sad story that and it has kind of a downer ending. Some of the endings are downers, but hey, you get to see it properly when the remake comes out this year, if it's any good. Didn't know that was a thing. You didn't know it was being remade? Yeah, check out the Silent Hill 2 remake trailer. It got announced just like a couple months back. Oh, you're the traveler I saw at Ventus Clothing, right? Did you come back to check up on me because you were worried? Yeah, I lost my mind a little there. I'm not too proud of the way I behaved. But don't you worry about me. I have a couple of tricks up my sleeve against CC. Might not be able to pull one of them off in time for the mayoral election. So I'm focusing on the second plan to bring back a taste no one's tried here in years. Hey Dartigan, how's it going, man? Jackrabbit, welcome to your first time chatting. How's it feel? But I'm doing good, actually. Did you check out its system requirements? System, I mean, check out what? The game. I don't think that, what, for Silent Hill 2 Remake? I mean, I can play it, so I don't usually bother. I'm at that stage, like, I don't really need to even look at it, because I know my computer can handle it. Is it coming this year? It's heavily implied that it's coming this year. They did say they were done with all the work and they're just in the polishing phase now. Which usually means they're going to come out sometime probably within a year. Grandfather worked with someone from the village to create a special kind of food. It was too ahead of its time to catch on, so it never went further than the first trial run, but I never forgot it. Even today, I can still recall the gooey mouthful. Why? Why would you, like, put those words in and highlight them? The gooey mouthfeel of the one bite my grandfather shared with me. In the back of my mind, I've always wanted to make it a signature staple of this village. If I could accomplish that, then I'd have something that could stand up to Cece. Except I can't remember who in the village my grandfather worked with, or what they created. And now that I think of it, it also had a unique pungent scent. If I could just smell that aroma again, I might jog my memory.
Yeah.
You'll have to excuse me, I have things I need to take care of. Please don't worry about my problems, just have a nice, relaxing time in our village. Have you tried the fresh milk they make up on the farm on the hill? Having a glass is a nice way to unwind before bed. Go find me a gooey substance to put in my mouth. Distinctly remember its creamy, melty mouthfeel at least. Pungent aroma again. Was it just butter? Was it just butter? Oh, they give me hints, like milk and everything else. How goes it? Made any progress on that thing we talked about? You say he's developing a new type of pumpkin? So that's what he's been consulting with Neck so often. He could have just asked Cece about it directly, but I know he's too hard-working and stubborn for that. He's a relief to find out the truth. A lot of things make sense now. Like why he went to Vintes Clothing, it's so obvious in hindsight. Oh, I'm sorry, that's between me and my husband. Thank you for looking into this for me. I promise you a reward, and I keep my promises. You paid me in tomatoes. Jackrabbit, thank you for the Prime sub, by the way. Your first time subbing. Your first time chatting and subbing. Feel free to tell us about yourself, my man. What a pair of two of them make. We just get along. I did work for you. Here's some fucking tomatoes. Take your apples too. Oh, duck. On the team, one of us. Okay, that looks like someone who will support CC in the election. He doesn't have a mushroom hat on. Unless you're an out-of-towner. I was told not to give people... Can I not climb this? Hey there, brother. Yo, if you don't know me, I'm a worker at the inn. Whoever's at the counter right now can help you out if they need something. Probably my wife, Prima, you'll be dealing with. Every time I show my face around there, she demands to know why I'm not wearing CC brand clothes. I'm keeping my distance until the fad dies down. Never knew my dear Prima was the type to get so worked up about fashion. Need something else? Have a mushroom. A lot of hearts. Where are you in the story so far? I've done 3 of the sages. I've got 1 left. Also got the Master Sword. Ooh, for me? Thanks. My wife loves CC stuff, so I'll save it as a treat for her. I'm not too into designs myself, but she is pretty pleased with them. She does look incredibly cute when she wears them too. Yeah, that CC is alright in my book. People's votes are so easily bought. And I'm not the only one. Koyin from the farm on the hill said the same thing. Munch, munch, munch. Yeah, eat that fucking carrot. And you look guilty while you're doing it. You're like looking around. It's like no one's seeing me eat this carrot, are they? Like, huh? Munch, chomp, munch. Sorry about that. Are you a visitor here? A tourist? You caught me as I was eating my daily Atino veggies. Very nutritious. How else do you think I've lived this long? You're in Hatino. You're in Hatino, a village known for living off the land. We're what we call an off-grid community. As long as anyone can remember, we've tilled the soil. Like, wouldn't every place in this world, in this like the oldie ass time Europe kind of inspired land, be living off the land? You guys haven't reached the Industrial Revolution yet. You don't even have fertilizer. This village is, a village of lies and, marketing. For as long as anyone can remember, they've tilled the soil that nature began. Now, though, everything's getting so glitzy as some folks try to drum up more tourism business. Mind you, we were all happy to see Cece return to the village after she'd been away for so long. Some folks, like my daughter Prima, started wearing that flashy Cece brand stuff right away in celebration. It's a tad over the top for me and my son-in-law Warden, who prefer the simple life, the way we've always lived it. I do mean to talk your ear off. By all means, go on and have yourself a peaceful stay here. There's something you need, have a mushroom. What's up, white guy? How you doing tonight? Say this is from CC. Thank you kindly. Us old folks don't know much about what's in now, you know. Happy to vote for whoever the mayor is. It'll fix up the village real nice. A lot of heart. There's a lot of heart. People make battle mechs, bombing planes, and monster trucks. I've seen mainly a lot of people like figure out, hey, how can we like genocide Koroks? Look, lady, I've already bought the votes of both your family members. You don't need to be worried anymore. Bought them with mushrooms. But me, I need a place to sleep tonight.
Oh. Hi.
Yeah, so you have soft beds.
Wow.
Much more comfortable sleep than our standard bed. Regular bed'll do.
Huh?
Just relaxing in your day off, that's what you do. Hope you had a good time, though. Wake me up in the morning. Getting that gooey mouthful of carrot. Is that what it was? The secret ingredient? Tino Village, healthy vegetables, soft beds, and gooey mouthfuls. Well, they're all vegans, I'm assuming, so... Good morning, have a wonderful day. So, maybe it's at least considered a health drink. I'm terrible, I know. Alright, go back and check those two villages on over here. You wonder, picking the better beds gives you stamina? Yeah, I know. That's what they all do. But I didn't really need it right then. I'm just like dicking around the village at this point in time. Don't need extra hearts. Child, where's your parents? I need to buy their votes with mushrooms. Fashion is at stake. And if you see my drip, you know that's what I care. Bribery? Look, it's called motivating people to vote. It's just mushrooms that have no economic value, you know? It's like giving someone like I support this candidate pin because the lady is all about mushrooms. You can't catch me on anything. I know the law. Hello? Hey, isn't that our old... Oh, whoa, oh, hello. Not right now. That's our house, right? Like Link's house? Yeah, from Breath of the Wild. Dragon girlfriend. Unfortunately, that wasn't, Zelda's dragon form. She's the blonde one. Would have been nice to see if that's where she actually was flying by right at that moment when I came back. This must be someone's like Airbnb like house because it's just they stacked it with nothing but beds. I goddamn know there's a Korok under that rock. But it's raining right now, so I can't climb back up. Question, are all the Koroks still in the same place a lot of them were in Breath of the Wild? Do you think Link and Zelda share the same bed, or does Link sleep on the floor? Wait, does she live here? Because I didn't know that. I thought it was just Link's place. Home sweet home. Oh, there's my golden horse. Zelda's journal. Oh. After the calamity, I asked myself how to rebuild and set out across Hyrule in search of an answer. Saw the collapsed buildings, lost cities, the damage was far worse than I had imagined. But as I watched the people and heard their stories, I was convinced all was not lost. The people's spirits were not broken. They and their strong wills and Hyrule's greatest treasure are Hyrule's greatest treasure. They are the ones who will rebuild, and my contributions to their efforts will be to protect them while they do so. Part of Hyrule's reconstruction, we've built a school in Atino village. It is the largest Hylian village with its sprawling, bountiful land. There are so many children living here that it seemed the ideal place to found a school. I recruited Simon from the Research Institute to teach there. He was Pura's assistant for years. He was Pura's assistant for years. It makes him well equipped to deal with the needs of quirky children. I'll be overseeing the school for a while myself to keep an eye on the students. I commissioned Bolson, who taught his trade in Hudson and Hudson Construction, to construct the school for us. Hey, am I cognizant? Fun fact, Edward Boss, Crump, mayor of Memphis, Tennessee, owned Memphis in 1930s and would use whiskey, fried chicken, and watermelon to buy votes. He would whiskey, fried chicken. Is that actually good? He would actually have the voter grab the ballot from the voting office, come outside, where his goons will fill out the ballot for them and return submit the ballot. Afterward, they would receive the food. It must have been some damn good chicken, you gotta admit. I commissioned Bolson, who taught his trade to Hudson and Hudson Construction, to construct the school for us. He seemed deeply moved by the request. This will be his final job in Atino village before he sets off on a journey. I had him add a secret room to my house, one that won't appear on the plans. It's dim, but humidity and temperature controlled. Wait, you have air conditioning? So it's very comfortable. Wait. This is my house. Why'd you say hers? Proven very useful when I'm working alone and need to concentrate. Work on the school has been moving along smoothly, but a major problem recently reared its head. We don't have enough teachers. Simon is interviewing people, but he hasn't found a good fit yet. I like to hire someone intelligent, educated, and capable of earning the children's trust. Nurturing the children is an extension of our duty to this land. We shape our future by the way we shape their path. Hope to see some sterling members of our community come to this village and take up that mantle as their teacher. Commissioned Bolson, who taught his trade to Hudson and Hudson trade to seemed deeply moved by the request. This will be his final job in Atino village before he sets off on a journey. I had him add a secret room to my house, but where though? Work in the school has been moving along smoothly, but a major problem. It says next page, but it keeps reading the same page. Okay, Okay, I guess we're done. So you got a secret room? Wait, why would you even fit it? Because it seems like... Walking that train out. The well, maybe? Not exactly a secret room if you dug a well. Well, I guess it would be temperature controlled, though. Zelda's diary. Though the calamity is over, its scars remain. A mountain of problems stands before us even as we begin to rebuild. No matter where I go to offer aid, Link remains at my side, a kindness that has taken a visible toll on his clothing. That's why I put an order in for a new and improved champion's tunic just for him. I just can't wait to see the look on his face when I surprise him with it. I'll hide it in the throat. He'll go, "What?" when she gives it. Yeah. Ah. Sound of love. I'll hide it in the throne room so he won't find it until after our investigation. Even he would never expect that the torches are the... Okay, torches in the throne room. You bought us an outfit.
Yup.
And we got our hairband. Oh, Breath of the Wild Link hair, huh? No longer sporting the mullet. The cuddle puddle? Hey, there's nothing more romantic than the cuddle puddle. Sign of trust, you know. Smell Korok. Worth. Armored cart. Girl invited me over to her house and I slept on the floor of her bedroom instead of the bed with her. Was that by your choice? Or she's like, you know what? You get the floor. I'm confused by your story. Usually women won't invite you over if they intend for you to sleep on a hard floor. But you know what? I got a feeling another Korok's up here. You missed the hints? Ben, you missed them by a wide margin too. I mean, why not just go home at that point? Told you, another Korok. Jerusalem, what's up, man? How you doing? You know, I'm assuming that big storm cloud protected island over there is going to be important at some point. Keep seeing in the distance, but I haven't even tried to get to it. Alright, we have a... Still need to go do that shrine, and we got, you know, the research lab up there, and I got more shrooms to give away. Also, this well. Weren't hints, they were flirt boulders thrown at your head. I like that's a new term I want to use. The flirt boulder. Actually, I think I've been in this. I've been down here already. Yeah, okay, we're good here. There's just like another well in the same system. Just got off work and an amazing dinner. How are you? What'd you have for dinner? I always ask this question just because, you know what? I like talking about food. I kept it simple today. I needed a lot of protein because I did bench. So I had like a full can of like chickpeas and then, you know, a protein drink. And then a protein bar on top of it. Chickpeas, by the way, when you make them spicy and air fry them, fucking good. It's like it's completely eliminated my need for potato chips. Yeah, it's looking at the same idea. They're like healthy potato chips. You just give them like a crispy layer on the outside by frying them in an air fryer. Put some spice on it, you good. Why do these shrines look like someone pulling their butt cheeks open? I'm sorry, what? Do they? This is science. Hold on. I think you might be right. Oh god, you're right. It is a goatsy. I didn't even notice. Why did you make me notice? Damn you. Damn you to the deepest pit of hell. It's everywhere, man. You never escape the goatsy. Alright, let's enter the gate. God damn it, chat members. Why must you pervert what was good and pure up until like 1 minute ago? That's right. Everything is a lie. Everything is just an old man's ass spread open wide for the internet. I'm gonna try to make falafel. It's fried chickpea fritter. I've been planning to make just, you know, regular chickpea hummus. I've just been holding off doing it. But I did buy the lemons I needed for it, and also the sesame seed cream, or like oil you need for it. Well, it's not really oil, it's like a sesame seed blended up. So I got that, and I got the lemons. I just haven't found time to make it yet. Tahini, I can never remember the name of it, even though I got 2 jars of it. Cleanse the pellet. I'm just going to say the shrine looks like almonds. Sure. Well, yeah, you know what? Whatever you need to tell it yourself. I will never forget though, unfortunately. Oh, that's a lot of balls. There's a better way. Oh wait, there is a better way of doing this. Alright. How should I connect it though, is the problem. That work? Scoop it up. Scoop it up, scoop it up, scoop it up. Yeah, it gets a few. You with a goatsy? You can't even... You know what? On this one, I'll let Jick have his victory. Oh, you broke it off. I guess I only... Okay, we didn't need but like a couple. Shouldn't there be like a treasure chest for like an optional thing here? I bet there is, and I bet it's under that pile of stuff. Real heroes don't need goatsy. True words are never spoken. I mean, it seems rather uncomfortable, to be honest with you. I tried Bang Energy today, and it was good. But did it give you energy? I feel like if it's an energy drink, if it doesn't give you energy drink, it's a failure. It's just more soda. It's probably worse for you. You don't know what a goatsy is? Okay, this pure innocent soul, Lucky. Please don't Google it. If you're telling the truth about that. You don't need to. Don't give in to your own curiosity. You will discover nothing useful or good. And your ancestors will, you know, well, they will not be pleased. Your life will only get a little bit darker. Let those of us who are already damned wear the sin, or bear the sin. Is it a sex thing? It feels like it is definitely a sex thing. But not the healthy kind. Found the Alpha Men's dating advice forums. Okay, I don't know what that is. The Alpha Men's dating advice. I bet that's some, really quality advice. To be fair, I was doing Alpha Men's dating advice just the other day. Though, ironically. Yeah, see the alpha male dating advice. See what you're not doing right is you're not Chad enough. That's usually what it boils down to. You gotta be more Chad-like. You just gotta like it's always ill-defined things. You're not Chad, you're charmed, damn right. The better thing, more healthy. Old man, I want you to... Well, old lady, I think. I want you to vote for this fashionista lady. Well, now, what could you need with me so late at night? It's not night time, though. Getting on in my years, as you can see. I need a full night's rest if I don't want to wake up tired tomorrow. I've got an early start, so if you don't mind, I'll be getting back to sleep. No, I need to bribe you with mushrooms. It's only 7 o'clock. You can't be going to bed this early. The doctor at the hospital said I had a bad UTI. Sorry, I'm late. Hey, you got medical stuff to take care of. Don't worry about it. Hope you're feeling better, though. Pick up artist strategy. You know what? the whole pickup artist like you'll fad can be defeated with a very simple logic that any woman who would actually fall for it, probably not that great of a match. Probably not gonna be that great of a relationship, to put it simply. At that point, it's just two very insecure, shallow people hooking up. See, that's what the game says, though. What, you know, just... You know what? I could better stop or someone will be reminding me of, like, how in 9th grade I turned down a girl by saying I'm a player. But Dartigan, you went something. Shush. We've moved. Come find us in our old hometown, Laurel Inn Village. This house be used as a rest stop for travelers passing through. Don't you guys ever, like, sell the homes you don't plan to live in? Everyone just lets some people use their own place. Little you was doing that. Look, I did it out of ignorance. I didn't even know what it was. I was like, you know, this new word I used. You gotta keep in mind, I was like a year younger than everyone else in my age range because I got skipped from kindergarten to 1st grade. So they were all hitting puberty and like learning about all this cool, interesting stuff. About like relationships and like gender differences. And I was just like, man, I really like toys. And other such things related to them. So giga cringe? I know it is. That's why I said it, so you can all learn from my example. And be better. You're right? Be better, Chad. You must be better. Okay, I was just going to a wooden floor. What the hell? Alright. I'm getting Netherlands vibes from this village. To be fair, chat, I had way better skills when I was in elementary school, when I stole my first kiss. I did that in 2nd fucking grade. Beat that. I just told my mom, I want a girlfriend, and there's a girl at school that I'm gonna make her my girlfriend. And my mom gave me one of her jewelry rings, and I like gave it to her the next day, and then we like did the child smooch, where you don't actually kiss. Your mother laughed at you when you said that? How'd that make you feel? And now, years later, she's like, why aren't you married? Why don't you have a girlfriend, sweetie? Boy who stole his mother's gold necklace in 4th grade and tried to give it to you. Did he, like, literally say he stole it? And it was an actual gold. Teacher saw him do it. I'm sunk without it. How do I fix this? Do I dive into the pond? But it's so dark, and anyways, I can't swim, huh? What's with that blank stare? Oh, you must be a customer. What's that you've got there? Here, have a shroom.
Ah.
From Cece, huh?
Ah.
But I can see you mean well enough with this gift, so I'm happy to accept. Thanks. Sorry, but if you're here on farm business, it's my dad you want. He's in the house. You need to get that hands on that message bottle floating in the pond, quick. Finally found the letter my great-grandpa left, but can't reach for it. My arms are too short, pond's too deep to swim, and anyways, I don't know how. But that letter has the advice I need to get this farm back on its feet. If I don't get my hands on it, we're sunk. Alright, I'll save you the day. Why don't we have a girlfriend? Me, because I'm ugly. Do I have to keep having this argument with people every couple nights? Cat, please don't go around calling yourself or thinking of yourself as ugly. Well, you're not. it's... God, I got a lot of work to do. One day, people realize the amount of people who actually fit into the genuinely ugly category is the same amount of people who fit into the genuinely, like, drop-dead gorgeous category. And it's a very small amount of the population on either side. You're painfully average. Average just means, one, you can put in effort and be above average. All it is. Alright, we need a motor on this. Wait, can I can just swim out and grab it, can't I? Oh no, it's too big to put it in pocket. Maybe it's the autism in me, but I legit think everyone is beautiful right until they turn into an asshole. Well, seeing what someone looks like on the inside will color your perspective of what they look like as well. What I've explained many times, and I will continue to, you'll believe it, majority of people fall into the perfectly fine looking category. And really, you can, which means with, lack of effort or, putting in effort will make a world of difference. Like, and the amount of people who are, like, truly just born unfortunately and just, like, have just no really good physical qualities is pretty small. Like, incredibly tiny. The world makes it hard to feel good about yourself sometimes, chat. You don't need to be beating yourself up all the time. Remember, folks, even if 99% of people on Earth find you ugly, that's still around 80 million people who find you attractive. I mean, yeah, I guess that's one way to think about it, but majority, the thing is, it's not even that. Like, 99% of the people on Earth will not find you ugly. Because they'd be hypocrites if they did, because like I said, most people fall into, like, they look perfectly fine. And when they want to put the effort in, they can look really good. You gotta turn this into a weapon. Put this on the tip of my sword, alright? Ought to know you're genuine and kind and gorgeous. Well, like I said, I just try to, be a better person. It's a never-ending struggle, you know? Here you go, bottle. I told you, whatever you're after, I'm too busy to, huh? My great-grandpa's message bottle. But how did you... Did you fish it out for me? Thanks. You should be a letter in this bottle with advice for getting our farm back on its feet. Let's see here. Yep, there we go. Gosh, do I miss great-grandpa's handwriting. Penmanship was so messy that no one but him and his family could read it. Oh, I hadn't thought of that. New specialty with Mayor cheese fermentation. Can't name too early. Cheese fermentation. Yeah, this could work. Sorry to run, but I want to put great-grandpa's advice into practice right away. If you need me, I'll be back at the house.
Hey.
It's right over there, by the way. Come by a bit later so I can thank you for the help. If I play my cards right, I can start making a new signature product. It'll be good. It'll be good not just for our farm, but for the whole village. I'm itching to get started. He caught his tail shut. Do it again. Okay, you're still cute, but I want you to catch your tail. Oh, good you showed up. Take a look at this. Cheese. I call it Hatino cheese. That message my great-grandpa left behind had the recipe. It's springy on the outside, but melty on the inside, and so delicious you'll think you're dreaming. How did you make cheese in just like such a short amount of time? But you know what? Congrats. But back to the reason I called you here. It's, well, you know, couldn't have made this without you, so I wanted you to be the first to have some. Anyway, consider this my thanks. Go on, take it already. Kino cheese. Cheese made from Matino's cow's milk and add it to a warm dish. Enjoy its rich flavor and melty texture.
Yeah.
I understand that great-grandpa worked with the mayor back then on the Hatino cheese to put our village on the map. It was ahead of its time. The cheese was ahead of its time. The villagers rejected the wisdom of cheese. Having eaten this, I think they were nuts. Now is the time for a Hatino cheese to make a splash in the culinary world. I'm your dad. Do I have to be? Why would you want that? I'm sick of fashion getting all the attention lately. It's really eating into our business. But if anything will bring the customers in, it's this. I'd say it's time to do some renovation around here. Maybe here is good. No, I like it better this way. Yeah, that'll work. Would you circumcise your son? No. Ta-da! The Hatino cheese shop is complete. What do you think? The next step is to get those folks over at the general store to start stocking it. That reminds me, you won't get this offer anywhere else, but around here I'll give you some fresh milk instead of rupees.
Ah.
I'll make the dream my great-grandpa gave up on come true, and this farm will be busier than ever in the bargain. No, normally cheese has to be aged, right? And she's made this all in a night. But she's even got like rind wheels over there. How'd you do that, lady? So you'll come visit me again, right?
Ah.
Can I buy more cheese?
Ah.
But do you want some Hatino cheese? Yeah, let's try it.
Ah.
You only buy cheese using milk.
Ah.
I'm only a one-woman cheese-making operation, but stay as long as you like. Or buy to your heart's content. Give me more cheese.
Ah.
Good choice, presenting a chunk of thick, rich, highly nutritious, and absolutely unbeatable Hatino cheese. Lady, you're already doing the advertising.
Ah.
Also, can I give you a mushroom? You're back into it. You can do it. Put your back into it. Grumble, grumble. Thick and rich. Well, you're a new face around here. If I'm any judge, welcome to Hatino pasture. Time for me and the cows both to hit the hay. You got something for me? Mushroom. This is from Cece. Isn't this sweet? These are tasty if you fry them up as a snack. Don't get me wrong, I appreciate the gift, but me and my daughter Koyan and old man Talk don't care much about clothes. The time for pants is past. We work out here on the farm. What use is fashion in the field, right? Still, I'm glad that's all you came for. You told me you were here to pick up some fresh milk and have been in a tight spot, make no mistake. Now tell me you haven't heard of my farm's fresh milk. the best in a Tino. Secret in the special feed I make for my cows. It gives their milk an extra little something you don't get anywhere else. Except I've been having trouble getting my hands on acorns to mix up any more of it. Used to be a ton of acorns all over the ground in the forest out back. No idea where they all went. Probably the squirrels started taking over and grabbed them all for themselves. Sometimes they'll drop the acorns they carry in their cheeks if you startle them. Quick little critters. Need at least 3 acorns. Here, have some acorns. Gooey mouthful. Is that our meme for the night? Or forever? No fooling. Well, I'm not gonna look a gift horse in the mouth. Not with me and my wits end and all. Don't know if this rightly makes up for it, but have a bottle on me. Oh, milk.
Oh.
Keeping it squirreled away, but no reason to be a miser about it now. Better go mix up a batch and feed right away now that I got some more acorns. If you ever want more fresh milk, I'll swap you some for 3 acorns. So I can give this guy acorns for milk, then give the milk to his daughter for cheese. How are you guys making any money? Do my milkshakes bring all the boys to the yard? No, because I don't use milk. But apparently my thickness is in, found in other areas. According to, like, the cat collar in a Wendy's parking lot. I need to give this old guy a mushroom, but it's late. Can I sleep in your bed if you're not going to use it? Chat, I thought of a new outfit that would be great for Link. The nighttime outfit. If you use it whenever you go to bed, you get the same bit. No, when you have you go to inns, you can spend money on the special bed that gives you extra heart pieces and more stamina. You should have like a special outfit like PJs. If you use it when you go to sleep, you get the same effect in your own bed. You got catcalled at Wendy's. Was she bad though? It wasn't a she. It was a dude. And it was not exactly what I'd call, creative. He was sitting in his car as I walked past and just started moaning at me. And then was like, damn, you think...
Oh. Oh.
Also, hi guy, thank you for the sub. Much appreciated. He was a gay hillbilly. Well, I don't know if he's a hillbilly. Just someone lives in an area, chat doesn't make them a hillbilly. Jesus Christ. But I guess he was definitely, at least bi or gay, or else he was just having a lark. What do you want with an old man? Eat a mushroom. Say this is from CC. Well, that's generous of her. Thanks. What's this? You're a fine-looking mushroom you brought. What? That's a fine-looking mushroom you brought me. Seems like lately CC's mushrooms are popping up everywhere around here. Makes my eyes water a bit to see those flashy colors wherever they turn. Well, I mean, all my friends my age tend to take life slower than she does. Still in all, I'd be rude to turn down a generous gift. Thank you. Right, CC asked you to give... you finished giving the 8 Reed supporters Hylian Shroom, so it's time to report back to CC. So how thick is Dartigan? We taken Chun-Li? Well, I did a live stream where I used the camera recently, and at one point I stood up and chat was like, yeah, damn, he thick. Look, I do my squats, I do weighted squats and lunges and other exercises that focus on that area. So, yeah, I've got some muscle down there. Just natural, Missed it? Well, the VOD's still there if you want to watch it. Look, I don't skip leg day, alright? Oh yeah, I need to speak to the mayor about the cheese and his gooey mouthfuls. I'm assuming cheese is what he wanted. Sniff, sniff. Is that a gooey mouthful? What, am I selling things, or do I detect a certain unique pungent aroma? I have some cheese. This is it. This is just what I've been looking for. My grandfather developed it with a fellow villager. Tino cheese, of course. Makes sense that my grandfather would have been working with someone from the farm up there. It's a miracle that Ko Yen not only found the recipe but managed to reproduce it. This is great news. It's a clear sign that we ought to make Tino Cheese a new village staple. They ought to swing the election for me. Let me pay you for that cheese, okay? $100 for buck cheese. Believe me, it's worth every rupee. Now then, I should get in touch with Ko Yen so we can start preparing for mass production. I'll ask that a Tino Village general store and some traveling merchants to add it to their wares, too. Shouldn't take much more than that to tip the election my way. Could come out and watch it happen. Well, you think so, but I've been paying everyone off in mushrooms.
I. Ma.
You're happy you have foreskin? Yeah, I wish I had it too. Part of me lost before I even knew it. Cece's in the lead. Love's fire burns forever.
Oh.
Here on duty, checking on Miss Ivy. Sorry, no, I mean to keep watch over the village entrance. Too busy to chat, sad to say.
Oh.
Making boaters too trippy, hey. No one said it was illegal. Oh, hold on. I've got cheese and what else? Hold up, I have an idea. Just to see. Oh fuck, I made pizza! You can make pizza. Hylian tomato pizza. Pizza made from fresh Hylian tomato. Slices of melty, gooey mouthfuls of Tino cheese. Make it irresistible. I mean, I think it'd do a little bit more health than just 6 heart pieces, though. You know what? Start selling that here. You'll put this town on the map. Making pizza? Yep, just made one. She saddled me with so much work when she put me in charge of the mayoral election. Oh, hello. I don't remember you from before. Sorry for all the commotion you got mixed up in. Link cooked the pizza. But since we're both involved now, would you give me a little advice? Sure. I should have expected that. Thing is, I need your advice on is my sister. It's about Cece. Lately, she's been sneaking off alone in the middle of the night. I don't think it's anything sinister, but the election is soon, and I don't want any last-minute surprises that hurt her chances. So I'd like you to tail my sister, find out where she's going, and what she's up to get back to me. Tried following her myself, but she spotted me right away. Really got an earful about it too. If you succeed in finding out where she's doing, I can reward you, of course. You're the only one I can ask to help. I don't want any of the other villages finding out until I know what's going on. Help me out, please. Alright, we gotta go to the inn then and sleep until night. Drops panties immediately? Okay, let me find what his comment's about. Oh, the pizza, of course. Okay, I need a room. Just want snuggles and pizza. You know what? Life is simple and, you know, and clear and good sometimes.
Hmm? Ah. Hi. Huh?
Night, please.
Ah.
Alright, since we need to stealth, we'll put on our stealth outfit. Pineapple on pizza or no? I'm in the variety of like the less toppings on a pizza, the better. If you make the sauce right and the dough well, you only really need cheese. But yeah, I need to visit the lab, then but we'll finish up this election plot line too. Alright, when does she sneak out? Yeah, let me turn in my... Oh, have you handed them out already? Oh, well delivered, all my little gifts. I see, well done. I'll have to help a few of those Reed voters see the light. Here you are, a sign of my gratitude. Big hearty truffle. It's a rare mushroom worth more than most can afford. As you're on Team CC, I expect you to eat it and fire yourself up for a mayoral election coming up. If I want that outfit you got in there. I guess I gotta wait for her to leave. I'll hide here with this guy. Wait, she doesn't have another way out, does she? Oh, shit. Like pepperoni. I like pepperoni too, but I've come to believe, like, after I started making my own pizzas, that, oh shit. That cheese and good sauce is more than enough. Why are you playing as Dream? As what? Why are you playing as Dream? Oh. This is my stealth Yiga outfit. We're sneaking up on someone here. Oh, she's going into the dye. Oh, okay, no. This windmill. Building condemned. Do not enter. Alone at last. What's she using that carrot for? Perfect, I do believe nobody saw me. I'm free to enjoy another of my late night meals in secret. Oh no. Ah, now I enjoy my nightly vegetables. The shine, the luster, the fragrance. Yes, indeed, I know this is luxury. It's a fucking carrot, lady. You heard there's a reverse process for circumcising? I wouldn't try it. And so, without further ado, let us tuck in. Like, go to town on that carrot, huh? This town is weird. Ah, it's so scrumptious. The crisp, smooth taste. The sign they were grown on a diet. Look, I don't care. It's just a carrot. They ain't that great. At least cook it first. Raw carrots are, like, really hard to eat. Who the hell is she narrating for? She's just speaking to herself. The crisp, smooth taste of the sign. They were grown on a diet of pure water. Thanks to the farmer's deft touch and the quality of the soil, I can even eat the skin without misgivings. Honestly, vegetables from anywhere but Hatino village simply don't count. They're nowhere near as filling. Though I've built a reputation on flash and glamour here in private, I must admit that the simple, unadorned things are the best. I do not get this place. You can like vegetables and you can like clothes. There's simply no denying it, alas. But now that I'm full for tonight, it's best that I return home. If I don't return quickly, Sophie may start to suspect something. Alright, sorry about this. No, it's all a tall order asking you to tell my sister, but I'm just so nervous about her. Really? The silo across the way? What? I thought she'd been hiding something big. Is that really all there was to it?
Ah.
I know my sister says a lot about charisma and style and has to do everything in the most ostentatious way possible. But between you and me, her tastes are pretty plain. She loves the slow life here in a Tino village. You probably told you she came back here because of development or whatever. The truth is, she just wanted to eat her vegetables grown right here in her hometown again. At least, I'm pretty sure that's the case. Either way, I'm so glad she wasn't up to anything scandalous. Are mushrooms not a vegetable? They're a fungi, so no, they're not a vegetable. I want you to have this in exchange for helping me out. Feed me in mushrooms. My sister really is a handful sometimes, but she and Reed want the same things, you know. Can't understand why the two of them don't just work together instead of going to such bizarre lengths.
Ah.
I think it's about time to kick off the mayoral election. You've been a tremendous help. I hope you'll stick around to watch.
Ah.
Everything's ready. Please let me know if you want to join in.
Ah.
Everything's ready. Time to get, take me to the voting booth. And now, without further ado, let's have each of our candidates for mayor say a few words. Hi, I'm Reed. I believe that the heart of our village is its pastoral culture. We build a close-knit, self-sufficient lifestyle here in Atino, and I don't want to see us lose that. My plan is to strengthen our community with new local specialties, starting with our brand new Hatino cheese.
Ooh.
I am the world-renowned CC Hyrule's premier fashion designer, but you know that, of course. Together we can turn this backwater village into Hyrule's go-to destination for all things stylish. Vegetables don't make the world go round, it's glamour that rakes in the cash. And nobody knows glamour like me, darlings. Fashion comes and goes. Your style is trendy now, but it'll be over soon, and then where will we be? Nonsense. It's trends that shape the world, not the other way around. That's enough. Sophie. Both of you are just arguing for more of what... This is not a properly moderated debate if the debater's getting in on it. For more of what you like, not what's best for Hatino. You can't fool me, CC. You've loved simple, plain things forever, including the vegetables of Latino village. I know for a fact that you hide in the silo at night and snack on vegetables. Moi? Wherever did you get such a curious notion?
Ah.
And you, Reed, your secret's out too. I know you've been secretly studying CC's designs in the shed. You think there's something there you can get used to get the youth to care about vegetable farming. Now, who went and told you that? What the fuck is happening? Yo, a true election. CC, I can't deny any of it. Should have made me happy that you came in and livened up the village. No, Reed, it is I who should be ashamed. My childish pride would not allow me to admit the truth. Trends and style I made my name on are built on the foundation of traditional culture that our forebears worked for. Please forgive me, everyone. I'm sorry too.
Ooh.
Sophie, I hereby withdraw my candidacy. Cece, wait. It'd be a fool to pretend you're not the reason our village is flourishing. I don't want to deny you your due. Did I hear you say you're working on new vegetables to attract the youth of today? That'll definitely get the kids in there. Yeah, brand new vegetables. That sounds like a CC worthy endeavor. Yeah, well, then again, I guess in a pastoral world like this, you know, maybe new vegetable types would get the new kids in. There's nothing wrong with asking if you can help, you know. People of Atino, we've come to a decision. The best way to keep Atino Village vibrant is to work together to combine traditional culture with new ideas. Truly, chat, this is a modern day message. Not left, not right, but always twirling. Whirling.
Oh.
Sophie and Clavia told me what you did on our behalf. Thanks to you, Atino Village is thriving once more. We have to reward such fine work. Come to Ventus Clothing when you have a moment. You ever gonna like just go ask around, man? You got frogs on you, you know? Loves those.
Ooh.
I knew, of course, that you'd been in cahoots with Sophie. I never dreamed that you'd been also conspiring with Clavia. Still in all, we can call the election a success.
Oh.
You remember what we discussed when you first came here? The CC hat is the latest masterpiece from the CC collection. See those luxurious curves, that avant-garde colorway? Everything about that hat is perfect, and so I've been saving it to bequeath to the perfect model.
Ooh.
You grasp yet what I'm getting at. It's you that I want to model my CC hat. You who saved not just Hatino Village, but also me and Reed. My perfect hat is unsuitable for anyone else to wear. And besides, let's not pretend it won't look absolutely dashing on you. Please God, no.
Oh.
Here we are. CC hat, fuck. An avant-garde masterpiece designed by CC. Guaranteed to make the fashionistas' heads turn. Now put on the CC hat and lord it over the whole world.
Ooh.
Heidi, I shall reinvent myself and open Ventus Clothing anew. Sophie, there's work to be done, sister.
Oh.
As for myself, I've had a long think about where to take my brand from here. To begin with, I'll study my collection of unique goods designed by our forebears. See me if you happen to part ways with precious apparel that's too rare to be purchased. I might have something in my collection that can serve as a guide. Royal Guard uniform. The dignified uniform of Hyrule's Royal Guard. It's made of lightweight materials and is both stylish and practical, recently reproduced and made available. That is not worth 2,200 rupees. I've already got this. Hatino is pretty cool, the Yiga clan agent running around, I know, right? Really livens up, they like fashion. Speaking of though, let's get our proper clothing back on. Alright, I guess we're done in Atino Village. I think I did all the side quests here. Oh, yeah, I guess we could wear the CC. What does the CC hat do for us? Oh my. Link. Wait, is this a callback to Link from Link to the Past where he had pink hair? Could be. Even put lipstick on for this. Hello, citizen. Imagine if the first trailer for this game had dropped with this. Mira, look, that hat. The limited edition CC hat. Oh my. Why would some vagabond have a simply outrageous... have that limited edition hat? This is outrage. Simple outrageous, I tell you. And again, CC hands those out to her discretion. Who are we to a second guesser? Besides... Too bad CC decided to withdraw from the mayoral election in the end. But knowing that she's fond of Atino's vegetables and respects her roots only makes me love her more.
Oh.
She's so fashionable and knows her way around the vegetable field. In so many respects, she's just like you and me.
Ah.
You know what I heard? Hold on. Bitch, I'm fabulous. What are you talking about? Hold on. Is this something you want to eavesdrop or eavesdropper over here? He's dressed in CC brand clothes, isn't he? I don't see a problem with true fans like him knowing.
Huh?
You know, the research lab up the hill?
Ah.
Of course, you're talking about that place at the top of the eastern hill where that cute head researcher used to live, right?
Ah.
That's the one. What I heard is that a weird old man is living there now. You know, Talk, right? He often takes walks near that lab. He told me that he's heard strange sounds and unintelligible shouting from the inside of that place. Between you and me, I'm wondering if it hasn't become a lair for monsters. Don't be silly. That shouting he heard is probably just old Robbie. Nothing says things no one understands, no doubt. It's the influence of that young wife of his. Speaking of his family, it sounds like their son Grante moved to Tarrytown. Is this just like a gossip hat? That village northeast of here. They tell me he's so desperate for a job that he even changed his name. Don't ask me. To what, though? Well, it takes all kinds, I suppose. Talk to CC while using the Hillian hood? How's the hat? It's a little busy. What? That is a dashing hood. I might be better to show your face here. If you like, I could give your outfit a personal CC touch. Oh. You see, my opinion is never wrong. I have a private collection of rarities from all over the world. Okay, so she just gives you the option of turning the hood off. Can she change other pieces of your clothing? You're neglecting the critical importance of coordination, and so alas. A mere 50 points. Fashion is the mirror that reflects your inner selves. Be bold and express yours as you continue your quest. Doesn't like my outfit. I got glowing bell-bottom jeans. What does she know about fashion? I got chains on these pants. Alright, let's go up to the, that up there. How is the hat? Like I said, is that all it does? Is let you, like, gossip with old women? Or, like, her fans? Because I think that's all it does. I think instead of getting more hearts, I need to start getting my second bar of stamina. I'm pretty happy with what my hearts are currently. Better rest a while. Oh, what is it? You need it from an old man. Ooh, tell me. Okay. Nope, can't reach it. Too far away. Oh, but I see Korok. Oh, my friend and I got separated. Friend is sending up a smoke signal. I can't wait to catch up. So tired though, I can't move. All the way down there, huh? Got a limited supply of rockets, but you know what? I think I can help you out in this situation. How many Koroks have you committed war crimes on? I mainly just bash their heads in with rocks, if I'm being honest with you. And also launch them into fucking space. Hey, he wanted to catch up to his friend. I did what he asked. Oh, now he's rolling into a bunch of monsters. Shit. Oh, fuck. Hmm. And if you see your master sword is badly damaged on the screen, well, yeah, it does. Yeah, you get it back though. It only like stops being usable for a while. Thing is, it's only really. It seems like it's pretty fragile. It's only really good against like dark enemies. Other enemies, your other weapons are usually doing more damage. At least that's what I felt from like noticing. Like, use it on a phantom cannon or anything that's like got gooped up with gloom. Does good damage to them. Oftentimes, I'll be honest, I use the master sword to break open rocks if I don't have a hammer. Could you roll the proper direction for once? What do you get for rescuing Koroks? Korok seeds. And that Korok seeds let you expand your inventory of weapons, bows, and shields. Gives you more inventory space, essentially. There's another one here. Yeah, yeah, okay. What do we gotta climb? This tree? Look, it's actually this tree. Should actually go spin all these Korok points soon, but research place right now. I got sidetracked a little bit. Finally did it. I got Metal Gear Solid 4 working on an emulator without any problems. Apparently, for some reason, some of the game files within the ISO got split, so I had to find a way to merge them together. Yeah, usually PS3 is still kind of difficult to emulate without getting a lot of like issues. You know, but hopefully now that Konami's working on Metal Gear again, they'll think, hey, we have this Metal Gear Solid 4 game that's never been released on anything but the PlayStation 3. Should we, like, re-release that game by any chance? I mean, it wouldn't cost that much compared to, like, a brand new game. Just saying. But people would definitely buy it if you release it on PS4, PS5, and PC. You could probably release that game on Switch at this point. Is a Switch more powerful than a PS3? I've never actually... I mean, I think it is, right? You know what? I don't really know. You'd imagine so, but... Anyways, what this guy's gonna be all about. Been playing Resident Evil 4 remake still, the Evil Within 2, the Wasteland 3. That's a busy schedule. You just like stare at people's houses with chickens, man? It's kind of weird. I remember this building. Ah, what a fine afternoon. Hey, you. The Puripad laboratory is ready for us to do some great things together. First, let's get that sensor up and running. Come on, let me see that Puripad. This will only take a moment. 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4. Sensor. Sensor reacts when you are close to shrines of light that you have not yet visited. If you head in the direction where the reaction is strongest, wow, this sure would have been nice to have had in the previous, like, 80 hours I've spent in the game. And found many, many shrines already. Dunzo. Now the sensor will make it sound if there are shrines near you. Alright, now that I've installed that sensor for you, how about you walk around the lab to test out how it reacts? Hey you, where are you going? I was walking around the lab. We need to finish testing your new sensor. Come back here, will you? Still testing that sensor, so hold off on the rushing around for now. Just walk in the direction you're moving when you hear the sensor react. What's this? The sensor that I installed on your Puripad is reacting to something right here and now. It reacts when you're moving toward a shrine. The sensor must be detecting a shrine down the slope in front of the lab. Is there really one that close by? There must be, because my creations are perfect unless they get broken in some way. Now, why don't you go check down the slope in the direction that the sensor was indicating? You got a DualShock 4 for work purposes? For work purposes. Interesting. What work purposes would these be? It stops. I don't see where there could be a shrine. They're usually pretty visible, you know. I'm a little confused, chat. Over here. Are there a lot of hidden shrines that you can only find using this sensor, by the way? That you can't otherwise reach? No, if it's just inside this cave, then that's not the case. Look at that shrine. See, I thought that was gonna like make a whole new set of shrines that you can't otherwise find without it, but nope. So this sensor is like just actually kind of pointless now. All shrine, yeah, I mean, I've already discovered so many shrines at this point. There's only like 2 regions that are unexplored where I'll find any like decent amount of shrines. I can say there's something I want to say. I think there needs to be more weapon types in Zelda, because you really only got spear, broadsword, and then heavy, like, well, light normal attack, and then like heavy attacking weapon. I think they should add a few more. Well, also bows, but what about stuff like, say, like daggers, whip? I don't know. They could mix it up a little bit. Hey, whoever's leaving, Puff, hi guy, you have a good night. Also, there has been massive milestone reached with PS3 emulation. Now every game at least runs on our PC S3. So might be unstable or unbeatable, but they at least run on the emulator. Well, taking them, for some reason the PS3 has just been a nightmare to emulate for. I guess it's that cell processor crap, right? But if they can ever get it running properly, I mean, it's pretty good for, for things. If Sony doesn't shut it down, I guess. There's subtle subclasses to the big 3 weapon types, but yeah, more than 3 types of major weapons could be nice. Yeah, maybe they'll do that in the DLC. I'm assuming there'll be DLC for this game. But yeah, maybe like, I don't know, maybe like, I don't know, there's a lot of things they could do, honestly. But I guess they just wanted to build this off the back of Breath of the Wild, and I've been like, we don't have time to put new weapon styles into the game. Let's go talk to the professor. Generally, you can get some weapon types with Zonai devices, like a cannon or a flamethrower, yeah, but that really just usually means like you go into the throwing animation, like a shoot. But you know what I mean, you have like for melee, you have spear, then you have regular like light broadsword stuff, and then you have an example of it. Yeah, this, I think. I don't know if it should. You know what I mean, though? Like heavy swings like this. So it'd be nice if there's just more than that basic 3. You found 145 out of 150 shrines. I forget. Where does it say how many you found? Because I found a lot. Probably not there. You know what? Doesn't matter. My design of the sensor is beyond perfection. Just listen to the sounds and you'll find your way to that nearby shrine. I already did. RPS has been out for 12 years. I doubt Sony cares. I think they actually kind of encourage it since they just straight up let you download PS3 firmware officially from their website. You know, considering that you'll wait Nintendo treats emulation, that is refreshing somewhat. You found it? I expect nothing less from you. Anyway, how about that sensor? Handy, huh? To expect nothing less from me. Well, I've told you what you need to know about that sensor, but I fear it's gone in one ear out the other. Hang on a minute. Okay, the details look correct, and I'll post it right here. Yes, very good. There you go, the operation instructions for the sensor. Now you can review the sensor feature anytime you want, just read that poster there. Now you begin to see the true potential of the Puripad. I'm still your favorite streamer? Well, I'm glad no one surpassed me tonight. But I'm nowhere near done yet. I created new features for that device while I was waiting here for you. Yes, I whipped up some prototypes of these extra features that can get them on your Puripad at any time. That is, with some help from you, getting some final data I need in order to activate them perfectly. Let's talk if you want those upgrades. Enjoy that sensor, a taste of great things to come. Until then, make it truly great. Hey you, we have more work to do though. Your Puripad is nowhere near its full capability yet. Puripad will be even better after I add some extra features. These include the most essential one, the travel medallion feature that lets you set up gates for instant... Okay, that sounds good. Instant travel anywhere. Also Heroes Path mode. It shows you where you've traveled. Finally, Sensor Plus, which helps you find more than shrine. This feels like I should have had this a long time ago. Also, iGuy, thank you for the tier 1 sub to Jerusalem. A lot of shrines are in caves and you have to find... Well, I usually go into caves when I find them though. Your Puripad will be perfect once I've installed all those. But first I'll need you to gather some test data so I can fine-tune my prototypes. Let's get to work on that pad. Just talk to me anytime you'd like to get started on the travel medallion, please. Travel medallion's feature is quite exceptional. It lets you travel instantly to a gate you've established elsewhere. But we're going to have a little bit of extra challenge with all this. Come now, give me your Puripad for a moment. That is because you got these abilities at the very beginning of Breath of the Wild and were part of a mandatory quest. But they we'll give them to you if you earn them. Look here, in distant Akala up in this northeast, I've already been there. I've probably got what you got. In the Akala Ancient Tech Lab, which is also my home. That's where my prototype of the travel medallion feature is. I started work on it back there. I'd go get it myself, but word is that some dangerous trespassers have made themselves at home there. That's why I'd like to have you, with all your great talents, go there and fetch the travel medallion prototype. Speed this journey along, well, the return journey anyway. Where was it? Ah, here it is, here it is. I've activated a travel gate outside this lab. Now you can get here instantly, if not faster. I need to make your own way to the Akala Ancient Tech Lab, however. Find the travel medallion prototype in a chest beside my desk there. Should it be easy enough to find? I've already got it. What? Then you already have it? Good job, that will do the trick. Come, hurry up, let us see your Puripad. Show me... I showed you my Puripad. Please respond. Oh, now give me just a moment. Travel medallion. This mysterious tool was built by Robbie. Place it by opening your inventory and registering your current location as a travel gate. Da-da-da-da. Added that to your key items so you'll never lose the ability to use it. You want to... So I can basically set up a travel gate anywhere I want, right? Want to be able to travel instantly to your favorite spot? Just stand there and set up a travel... I can only have one, though, at a time, probably. Then at any moment, you can just zip right there by selecting that very spot on your map. Easy, right? Wonder what I could do if I had even more data, however. Expect I could add 2 more gates, yes, then to be a hit maximum capacity. So I can create a link between the pad and a second location, but for that, I need about 10 map data locations. Could be a walk in the park for someone like you. Oh yes, I should prepare operation instructions for this feature too. Hang on a minute. Details look correct, and I'll post it right there. Very good. Okay, good. Operation instructions for the travel medallion feature. Now you can review the travel medallion feature anytime you want. Just read that poster there. Which feature? Heroes Path Mode. Heroes Path Mode is an outstanding addition to if you do a lot of investigating. Truth is, there's a tracking feature installed on the Puripad. Heroes Path Mode lets you see this feature on screen. This brilliant system lets you see the exact path you've taken. But before I can install the prototype perfectly, I need your data from 15 shrine locations from you. What? You've got the data. Hurry up and let me see that Puripad, baby. Now give me just a moment. Hero's Path. You can now use the map to see the path you've taken on your journey. I'm assuming that only starts from now, and all the stuff I've done up until now won't be recorded. You can save around 256 hours of gameplay. That would have been nice to have had before now, game. If you exceed this amount of play data, the oldest footsteps will be erased and new ones added. Ta-da-da-da. Now you'll be able to see the path you've traveled as far on your map. Should have been from the start of your file. Oh, good. I was gonna say that would suck. Hey. Oh, yes, I should prepare operation instruction. Okay, gotcha. Operation instructions. Hero's Path Mode. Just read that person. Hero's Path Mode now. Perfect. It still doesn't have all the available features, so don't forget that. Okay, what about the other one? Sensor Plus. Excellent, good thinking. Being curious about this feature allows you to pinpoint the location of more than shrines. Many more things. It's why it's called a Sensor Plus. You select what you want from the compendium, but I can't add my prototype without some extra data. I need to fill out the compendium with at least 5 types of monsters. Oh, I don't think I've done that. Hard to get data on monsters without putting yourself at risk. I think that means take photos of monsters, right? You need a careful approach or a quiet one. Though you could grab their attention any old way you want and snap a picture on the fly. Then you'll have your data. Want to hear anything about my inventions before you rush off? Your poor pat? Okay, what about the upgraded travel medallion? What? Got the data? Hurry up and let me see that Puripad, baby. Now we can add a second medallion. Da-da-da-da. Add an extra one of your key items so you'll never lose the ability to use it. Given the maximum capacity, I could add the ability to create one more of those. Here's a link between them. Okay, 15 map data locations. Yeah, I don't think I have that many yet. I guess that's only after you traveled every region then. Oh, that was nice. I was thinking of going to get that armor we read that Zelda prepared for us in the castle. I don't know how long that would take though. I mean, it doesn't take long to get over there, so yeah, we can do this real quick, I think. Gonna head to bed for now. I'll be going to bed soon. I'm on my last task of the night. I'll take 5 monster pictures some other night. Let's get our like our cloak that our girlfriend prepared for us. I was gonna be careful not fall into the hole. All you really have to do is use a tower to glide to the throne? Yeah, that's what I figured. I'm assuming the throne room is at the top too, right? Also, there's a shrine up there I never got. Okay, we're almost. Give me a little bit more time. Did you get the tunic in the sanctum? The tunic? I'm not sure what tunic you mean. But I'm here to get this blue tunic we read about in Zelda's diary. I actually did not spend much time in Hyrule Castle when I beat Breath of the Wild. I kind of just blitzed through it and got to the boss fight. I don't recall where the throne room is. Okay, that might be it down here. However, I have a suspicion that if I go up a little further... Okay, never mind. There's probably just a Korok at the very top. And they said I had to light these up, right? Yeah. Thank you, Zelda Diary. It's an awfully elaborate place to hide it, though. For a birthday present or some shit. Champion's leather is the garment worn by those in good standing with the Hyrule royalty. Has been reworked with the latest improvements, such as a new shoulder guard. What do you think, Chad? Good luck. Needs to be upgraded right now because it's kind of shit defense. But, oh, wait, what? Oh, it lets me... Is this what it lets me do? You know, I actually never tried to throw the Master Sword before, so I wonder if it would do that. Interesting. As long as you have full health, you can shoot me. Yeah, that's how it's always been. Alright, that feels like a pretty good night's worth of content. We spent most of it in a Tino village, but that was pretty much what I planned. Tomorrow we'll be going to Gerudo Land. And, well, I'm gonna do the Yiga quest line, but also do as much as I can to get through the Gerudo stuff. And then we'll see what happens after that. You can do that in Breath of the Wild too. I don't think I ever did try doing it though. I really wish you could dye that tunic. If you could make it green, it would still be more modernized version of the classic tunic. You get a point, but you get like several green tunics, so it's fine. I'm fine with it. I actually like that you can now wear more than just the regular green tunic. But chat, that's gonna be it for the night. It's been a good one. Thank you very much for joining me. And I'll be streaming again tomorrow. We'll play more Zelda, because I do want to put this away now. I mean, I'm really enjoying it, but I've got a lot of hours in it. And it does need to be finished up. So we're going to be like wrapping up the stuff we're interested in doing and then moving forward. Alright, chat. If you're new here, hit the follow button. Thank you for joining me tonight. You've all been wonderful. Thank you for any bit subs or gift subs as well. Thank you to the mods. Thank you for, the conversations. Loved every minute of it. I will see you all tomorrow, hopefully. Have a good night, chat. Thanks for entertainment. I'm in a weird mood. Anyways, I'll see you later, chat. Bye.